Hi, friends! Hello, Fresh, and hello, Seven! You know, I actually knew a person. That's not true. I guess I didn't know them personally. But I did know of a person whose real name was Seven. His daughter was one of my teachers at esthetician school. And I learned she had a dad named, oh, hey, Rumi, thank you so much. Wow, thank you so much. Do you want me to dance? Do you want me to do a dance? Do a little dance, make a little love. Gosh, you're starting your stream in like 20 minutes, right? Valentine's Day stream? Did anybody do anything for Valentine's Day? Oh, we talked about this kind of on Discord, didn't we? We don't, I mean, I don't know. If you celebrate Valentine's Day, great. If not, that is also great. We do not celebrate Valentine's Day, but Charlotte had a whole bunch of, you know, got a ton of candy. She had a party where she had ice cream and it was like a big deal. A breakfast date. I love that. I actually, you know what? That's actually probably the best thing to do on Valentine's Day because dinner is going to be insanity everywhere. So breakfast is better. I think I think that's a great idea. And actually, so Andrew and I went to this place 40 minutes away from us. Great little home, tiny little, you know, good hometown, what is it? Down home cooking, whatever that means. Comfort food, really, really good. Absolutely worth it. And, we are going to go back. We did that for our anniversary and we're going to go back. My mom and Charlotte and I and Auden are all going to go, this Friday because there's no school. And I was like, we should go to that restaurant again because it's really good. and it's delicious, and I want to eat there again. So we're gonna make the drive between Auden's morning nap and afternoon nap. We can make it 40 minutes there, maybe like 45 minutes to an hour to eat lunch, and then 40 minutes home. We should have enough time. But I hope everybody's having a good what is today? Tuesday. I had to really hurry and put myself together. Andrew told me he had this meeting tonight at 71. Oh, wow, 7. Wow, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Prime Gaming. Way to go. Awesome. That's great. Unfortunately, I think we'll be too busy this weekend to hang with y'all. It's just too short of a trip. Oh, wait. So you guys are coming here this weekend? No. Austin area? Yeah, right? I remember you saying something like that. I mean, that's okay. We're kind of out of the way anyway. So, I mean, and actually we're going to the that restaurant on Friday, and then on Saturday we have a birthday party to go to. There's no school on Monday though, which is dumb because oh man, nobody's done that in a long time. Oh, yes. Excellent. These are actually Charlotte sized. Whoa, hold on. I gotta move my... There we go. Woo! Yes. Do I have... Where are my other ones? I think they're in there somewhere. Woohoo! Thank you guys so much for the subscriptions and for... Normally I dance for subscriptions. What should I do? I should do... Oh, didn't I try the floss one time? I can try the floss. I wrote all my... No, I'll do the chicken dance. Okay. No, why? Okay, hold on. I will do the chicken dance with my sunglasses on. Okay, ready? This is what I do for subscriptions, 7. I mean, kind of. Sometimes I forget, or sometimes I'm in the middle of something, and sometimes I don't. But until I can come up with something else to do, I do like silly little dances. Oh, those sunglasses are like mega wide. Oh yeah. You know, I should probably go down to Party City and get myself a bunch of props. I just forget about it. But I do have those awesome Harry Potter things around here somewhere. Hey, True North! I have to complete the chicken dance. Okay, all right, I will. Oh, what is happening? Oh my gosh. That's right, I have to go to the da-na-na-na-na-na. Okay, I'll move my chair. Yes.
Good news, everyone.
I don't even know how the music goes. Woo! Is that the end of the chicken dance? I don't even know. Wow! Oh my gosh, have I ever gotten a hype train? Dude, I don't think we've ever gotten a hype train. I don't even know what it is. What do you even do with a hype train? Did I see Jordachi earlier? Oh, Jordachi! Wow, you just resubscribed too. Man, apparently I'm just gonna be dancing the night away. Dancing the night away. Dancing the night away. There's your dance. What's that from? Isn't that from a song? No, it's not Dancing the Night Away. It's something else. Man, I am a mess tonight. I had to like totally throw myself together.
Good
Man,
news,
holy
everyone.
cow! Oh my gosh! Okay, wait, just 1 second. Jordachi is throwing subs
Good
around
news,
like
everyone.
crazy. Wow! I've never had a hype train before. This is so exciting. I don't even know what a hype train is. But it's exciting. That's so kind of you, Jordachi. Thank you. Man. I guess I should I guess I can do the Macarena this time. I don't know the words. It just goes like this. Hey, Macarena. Do I do the whole thing? Macarena. Hey, Macarena. I'm not gonna do the whole thing. I am definitely not gonna shake my booty on stream in front of you guys. Oh my gosh, wow. I have never had a hype train. That's amazing. What does it do? Does it just get everybody hyped? Oh my gosh, I'm like winded. What? Well, I haven't taken my regular walks in like months. I had a foot injury, then we got COVID, my sister was here. No, my sister was here, and then I got I got a foot injury, my sister came, we all got COVID, we all got colds. It's been insanity. Absolute insanity. That was like a British accent and a Southern accent at the same time. Or like one word and then the other. Wow, you guys are so nice. Thank you so much. That's so exciting. Like I said, I don't really know exactly what a hype train does, but I've seen it. Like I've seen it on Twitch. Like there's like a category that says, you know, all aboard the hype train, and there are a bunch of streams they recommend, and I've never really known what that means. But man, apparently if we hit a hype train, I need to have some idea. What else do I have? I'm already eating spicy Cheetos. I need like confetti. If this was my office and this was not Anders' office too, I would like have a confetti gun and I would have confetti everywhere, but I do not. I know it's true. I think my mom got these for Charlotte. I don't know. They're like small. They make my eyes look like they're closer together than they really are. Man, this stream is gonna have some killer thumbnails. Confetti gun community points challenge. That is a great idea. I still need to buy purple hair dye for my purple hair dye stream. And then, like I said earlier on the Discord, I am seriously considering, okay, so my birthday is next week. My birthday is this coming Tuesday, a week from today. And I'm hoping I can get Horizon Zero Dawn Forbidden West. So I've been thinking about streaming the first one, but suddenly I was like, I'm an idiot. I didn't even realize when the second one was coming out, and it's coming out in 2 days. So I'll just get the second one and we'll stream it like good old first playthrough like I did with Metroid Dread. It'll be great. At least that's kind of my tentative plan right now. I still have a ways to go in Final Fantasy VII, so it's not like that's going to be anytime soon, but I'm really, really, really I really think I'm probably going to get that Lego set. But if I do any sort of building stream, I'm literally going to have to change up my entire setup. And I'm going to have to move my TV, and I'm going to have to move my game console, and I'm just going to have this desk is just going to have my computer and I got a level 1 hype train emote. What? I don't even know what that means. But it's very exciting. Apparently we got a hype train emote. Woo! Hype train! But I'd love to do, I've always actually wanted to, I've always wanted to do like a Lego building stream. I've always wanted to get a Lego kit and like put it together, but I've never done it. So I just might do that. I don't know. We'll see. I was very excited when I saw Lego was coming out with a tall neck. That's very cool. Anyway, so those are kind of my tentative plans. I don't know. We'll see. But like I said, I still have a ways to go in Final Fantasy VII. So, it says I got why is it? Okay. Choo choo. That was really nice of you guys. That was cool. That was a cool little bit. Like I said, the thumbnails are just popping all over the place. I hope my stream survives because Ander is currently having a meeting right now, a virtual meeting with all his, like all the youth he's over, and he's doing that in the bedroom. And so far it seems like my stream's okay. That's good. I also bumped up my quality a little bit because I feel like my stream videos have been kind of fuzzy. I hope they haven't been fuzzy quality for you guys, but maybe it's OBS's recording. I'm not really sure, but I bumped up my kilobytes or whatever it is. No, bytes per, no. I don't know. Is it an internet issue? Yeah, I was just thinking with him doing a Zoom meeting and me, you got a mesh Wi-Fi system? Where? Through who? Who do you have internet through? Honestly, in Texas, there are really only two places. And we've already tried AT&T and they screwed us royally. So no matter how many, hey, it's Larry! The king of potato people demands an explanation for the continued corn blaspheming. I interneted harder. Oh, you have AT&T fiber. See, Andrew refuses to do AT&T. Absolutely refuses. They screwed us over really badly a while back. But it seems to be okay. Everything seems to be fine. I bumped it up to a little more than it had been. I think I turned it down. I turned down the, what is that called? I can't even remember. When my sister was here, it was struggling. The video bitrate. I had it set at like 3,500, I think. And that's what it had been at for a really long time. And then when my sister got here, we had some really intense struggles. We had lots of dropped frames both times we streamed, which is a shame because we had such a great time. And I know most of it came through, but I just turned it back up because I feel like my recordings are not as crisp as they were before. But I just want to give a shout out to Seven, who is our newest Discord member and our newest person here in chat. So welcome, Seven. Everybody say hi, Seven. And I appreciate the subscriptions and everything. And Larry, if you're wondering what the heck happened, we just had a hype train come through here. Whoop, whoop. Or choo-choo. I guess. But it seems like my internet will be fine. It seems like it'll be okay. Because I was like, well, you've streamed like your fishing stuff while I've live streamed before. So I don't see it being a problem. So I don't know. Our internet normally doesn't give us issues. So a mesh Wi-Fi system. How does that work? What is that? Howdy day, Seven. Surgeon. Yeah, so my brother, I think I've mentioned this before. My brother, we were taking wallpaper off of off of the walls in our spare bedroom downstairs, and we were all kind of slightly high on the fumes. And my brother came up with the voice of Mordecai Lipnicki, who is a redneck who substitutes other letters for other letters. So Seven is Sejin. And that is just stuck in our family, like all our lives. That's just Sejin and Legendade. Some frozen Legendade. It's just better hardware than what your internet provider rents out to you. Oh, so you didn't get it through AT&T. You got it through like another company. Because that sounds amazing. We normally don't really have problems with an internet, truly. But that's great to know. Try playing your game off stream and just recording the gameplay and the footage, and you can just react to it along with the rest of us. Sure, yeah, totally. Man, I'll tell you what, watching Backrooms last time was really, really fun. It didn't freak me out nearly as much as I thought it was going to. Katie and I, my sister and I, talked a little bit about it, and she thought the monster was kind of lame. I didn't. I thought it was great because it was kind of like weird and like not fully shaped and fuzzy and ethereal, and you weren't really sure what the heck it was. I loved it. I thought it was great. Okay, I will, Rumi. Thank you so much. I would love to know where you got that because that sounds awesome. We actually house sat for a client of mine who were millionaires, and they lived in some gigantic $1 million mansion. It was great. I was 8 months pregnant with Charlotte, and they had a pool, and it was 5 minutes from my work. I got to drive their little golf cart up to work because it was right behind, it was in the neighborhood behind my salon, and they had like multiple airports. Apple airports to like extend their internet throughout their whole house because they had so much space. They had to have like multiple airports. And I was given an Apple airport, and I don't feel like it helped. I feel like it caused more problems. Maybe it's an old one. I don't know, but I feel like that thing caused more problems. And so I finally just ditched it. I couldn't handle it. It was so annoying. Woo! Yeah! Confetti. I've thought about actually getting like a confetti green screen effect that I can put as an overlay over this. So I can do confetti, like, but without having to clean it up. Like the GIF right here. Over there. We're just gonna one bit. We're gonna fill up the chat box with bits. Man, you guys are so great. You guys make me so happy. I really don't have anything special I do for bits. You can catch a Skittle in my mouth, maybe. I bought these 2 packs of Skittles. And they were because I was thinking I would do that, you know, try to catch candy in my mouth sometime. Or no, I had another idea for a Skittles. Have you guys ever played the Skittle game? It's kind of like a party game. Thank you for the bits, Larry. Seriously, I do appreciate them. So you put all the Skittles in a bowl, and then nobody would want to do this during COVID times, but you put the bowl above your head and you pass it in a circle around everybody, and you have to reach in with your hands and you have to grab 2 Skittles, and if you grab 2 of the same color, you get to chew until somebody after you gets 2 of the same color. If you get 2 different colors, you have to just hold them in your mouth. And then when somebody gets 2 colors, I think you can chew again, but then you have to stop immediately when somebody else gets 2 colors or something like that. So I bought some Skittles thinking that might be kind of a fun thing to do on stream, and I accidentally left them out on the bookcase, and Charlotte was extremely upset with me that I wasn't sharing my Skittles. And I was like, Charlotte, they're for my streams. They're not, I didn't buy them just to eat them, and I didn't buy them to share them. I bought them for my streams, possibly. I haven't even decided if I'm going to use them yet, because I don't even know if that's like fun or not. I don't know how to incorporate that. I guess every time I level up, I take 2 Skittles, and if they're 2 different colors, I have to let them sit in my mouth. Anyway, just kind of silly ideas. I'm always brainstorming about funny, silly things. I love Skittles, but you can't have them anymore? Why? I love Skittles. I think the purple bag is the best bag. It used to be the blue one, the tropical one, but they don't have those anymore. I think the purple bag is the best, like the wild berry. You can only find them at random gas stations or something, or maybe in like the bigger bags, but I love Skittles. I'm the type of person with candy where I will take fruity chewy candy like that over chocolate any day. Any day. Starburst, Skittles, Mentos, Now and Later's, Spree, Sweet Tarts. Sweet Tarts aren't chewy, but I would take all that kind of more fruity stuff than chocolate. Don't get me wrong, I'll take chocolate if it's in front of me. But if I have a choice, I will always take the like fruity, kind of more like colorful candy, I guess. I don't really know. But she was very upset that I wasn't sharing my Skittles. And I was like, girl, sorry. And this was a sugary stuff like that where soda hurts you. Oh no. Well, I guess in a way you can kind of count your blessings, because that means you're not eating crap. So that's good. Speaking of eating crap, I've been watching, there's a YouTube channel called House MD, and it's literally every single House episode, Dr. House episode, all condensed into 10 minutes each. It's like, here's the patient, don't know what's wrong, let's talk about it, here's the diagnosis. It's like watching a whole House episode in 10 minutes. It's great. And I've been watching House episodes like crazy without all the other stuff that happens with all the other people. And so now it's like, I've got all of this, like, people that have poor diets, or people that are doing this or not exercising or whatever. I'm like, man, I need to be better. I bet. Yeah. You eat better because of it. That makes sense. I really try not to eat a bunch of junk and crap, but I do love junk and crap, which when people, back when I was walking, every morning and walking with all these weights and stuff, back when Charlotte was still really little, I remember people would say, well, why do you go walking every morning? And I was like, because I like to eat junk. Why? Yeah, that's why I go walking, because I want to be able to eat what I want to eat. I don't want to have to watch what I eat. I always thought the patient of the week stuff was the weakest part of House. You mean like there was always some sort of, yeah, right? It's like Speed House. It's great. There might be, I know there are other kind of like sideline stories going on with House and Cuddy, or like Cameron and Chase or whatever. And then he eventually gets new people that come in, and one of them's name is 13, and I'm kind of confused by that. But anyway, it's great because it's literally like, here's the problem. Let's try this. Oh, that didn't work. Let's try this. Oh, that didn't work. Let's try this. Oh, that didn't work. House has an epiphany. Boom. House is right. Everybody's fine. Stories can sometimes be sad, sometimes not. It's great. It's totally great. And I'll lay in bed and watch. And Andrew said, you know, you just need to be careful because you're going to become a hypochondriac. And he's right. The more you watch stuff like that, it's why I can't watch a lot of Law and Order SVU, because I will start to have visions of like people breaking into my home. So yeah, I was way more interested in the ongoing story with the main characters as opposed to whatever the disease was. Oh, see, I was the opposite. I wanted to know, like, why is this happening to this person? This is like this totally freak thing. She has a tapeworm in her brain, or she's poisoning her husband, or she's this or whatever. But I will say it definitely feels redundant when it's like, okay, so it's this freak thing that nobody has any idea about, but House is always right. I don't know. It seems a little... Your ex-wife couldn't watch House. Did it make her a hypochondriac? Because I can totally see that happening. Absolutely. I can totally see like freaking out about like suddenly like feeling like a pain in your hip and being like, oh my gosh, it's something, whatever. I just saw a House episode about this. I can totally see that happening for sure. So I do have to be careful. And once again, that's why I can't watch a lot of Law and Order, because I start getting ideas in my head about like when I've never liked ER or true crime type shows, but apparently I'm in the minority. Yeah, I think you kind of are. You know what's interesting? Women really love true crime. I have talked to so many women that love true crime. I actually have a really hard time with true crime because it makes me think that somebody's out to get me all the time, and I start to have these dreams or like fears, and I become paranoid that somebody's gonna break into my house or whatever. And Andrew asked me about that one time. He was like, so why is that? Like, why do women love true crime so much? And I thought about it and I said, well, you gotta know your enemy, because I mean, I hate to say it, but most of the time the violence is against women. So I think that's why women are so fascinated. I do think serial killers, as messed up as it is, I do think it's fascinating. Yes, true crime podcasts. Yep, they are massive. The books, true crime books are really, really crazy. I can honestly say I've never listened to a true crime podcast and I've never read a true crime book. It's true. It doesn't mean they're good. That is true. But all my coworkers used to listen to true crime podcasts, and they'd all talk about it, and then they'd all get freaked out, and they would freak out if they had to close the store with me at night. Like, you know, during now, like the winter months when it was dark outside early. And I'd be like, you know, if you didn't listen to that crazy stuff, you wouldn't be so scared. Yeah, no, I'm not one for true crime, but I love a good thriller, but it is more frightening if you know it actually happened. That is definitely more frightening. So I have to, like I said, I have to be careful. I can get really emotionally involved and emotionally attached to things like that. So I have to be really careful what I consume as far as my media goes. That's one reason I don't watch the news. It's one of the reasons I don't listen to true crime podcasts. It's one of the reasons I try to stay away from a lot of these. I don't know. Somebody told me one time that I was ignorant, and I was like, no. I mean, I guess if you really wanted to call me ignorant, I guess you could, but the reality is I have 2 little girls, and the horrors that can go on in this world, if I continually let that into my life, I'll be a basket case. I won't be able to function, and I need to be able to function for my babies. And so that means I have to turn a blind eye, and I just have to not read things that happen, and I have to just not read and not pay attention to things that have to do with children or, you know, violence or whatever. And it's not because I want to just be like, that's not happening. Ah, la, 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 la. That's not why. I just can't internalize that, or I'll just become obsessed with it. It'll follow me everywhere. It'll follow me into bed. It'll follow me at home. And I can't do that. I like a mystery, but it's different than true crime stuff. See, yeah, that's me. I like mystery and I like thrillers, but I don't like true thrillers. Yes. I mean, yes. Because unless it's something crazy like, well, this wasn't violent. But there's an upcoming show coming out on Netflix called Inventing Anna. And it is the true story of Anna Sorokin, who completely bamboozled all sorts of people into thinking she was some German heiress. There's a book called My Friend Anna. My Best Friend Anna? I can't remember. But I listened to the book, and it was written by the girl she conned into spending all her entire life savings so they could go on some trip to wherever. I mean, it was thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. And she completely screwed this girl out of her entire life savings. And that was fascinating. There's also another really fascinating book that I'll make a plug for called The Feather Thief. And it was one of the wildest stories I've ever heard / read. The way it was written was really great because it wasn't written like a documentary, really. It was more written almost like a novel. But it's the story of a guy who became obsessed with fly fishing ties, or learning how to tie flies. And he went so far, becoming so obsessed, that he actually broke into a museum and stole like 50 birds of paradise that were like in drawers in the museum. Totally wild. Absolutely worth a read. Just one of those stories where you're like, this cannot be real. This can't, like, he stole them. I think he only meant to steal one, but he kept seeing more and more and more, and nobody's been able to actually, I think they were able to prove he broke into the museum, but they were able to recover some of the birds, but he claims he only had so many. But all of these ads started going up on eBay and all these websites and stuff for these very specific feathers that people knew were almost impossible to find. And so to this day, they don't know where half those birds went. I'm currently reading Before We Were Yours, based off a true account of the child trade in America. Historical fiction is one of my favorite genres. Oh, man. Oh, bye, Seven. Oh, hey, it's Breeze. I hope I'm still here. Have a good swim. See, child trade? Oh, no, nope. Can't touch that. Not even historical fiction. No way. Did I ever hear about the kid that kidnapped a penguin from the zoo? No, but that would be Anders' hero. Ander loves penguins. We used to joke that he was going to bring a penguin home. He was like, I can feed it by fishing. I was like, you're insane. No, you can't. Okay, I'm going to have to look that one up. Little boy steals a penguin. How are you, Breeze? Little boy steals penguin. I gotta read my book here so I can actually, like, move on to my game. I am gonna take these glasses off finally fresh because apparently Stixel chewed them. Oh, yeah. And they're all chomped up on the side and they were digging into my head, but I just started to feel it just a second ago, so it's all good. Oh my gosh, now that I can see, I see on my chat, oh wow, my camera is flipped around. I don't remember why I did that, but the room behind me is actually flipped. So I always think I'm pointing this way to my chat box because my computer is right here, but to you guys, it looks like I'm pointing like away. But I love that little Yoda. That's a cute little emote. That's a darling little emote. Oh, highly recommend the YouTube Stuart. Okay, what is it? Stuart. Star. I don't want to say. No. Look what I can do. That's literally what having a child is like. Mama, look what I can do. Wow, that's amazing. Look at you. Okay, so I didn't read a book chapter last time, so let me read a book chapter, get this out of the way. I hope you guys are still interested in my book. I'm about halfway through. You may or may not be. I don't know, but it was a channel point community challenge that y'all fulfilled, so I'm sticking by my word. We're on chapter 12. If I can get there. We're over halfway, so... No, lies. We're on chapter 11. Wow, my thing down here is wrong. Wrong. So I'm going to change that. Okay. I can count. Okay. No! Oh no! Okay. Oh man. All right. I will do Disappointed Granny. Do I even have my timer on here? Oh, I do. Okay. I will do Disappointed Granny for 3 minutes while reading this chapter. FY all your eyes. If you are not caught up on, this is a book I published a couple years ago. It's a young adult sci-fi. I have read a chapter each stream for the last couple weeks, except the most recent stream of mine. And so if you are interested in catching up, they're at the beginning of all those streams on my YouTube channel. Timing is everything. Well, it's like when I was watching that creepy YouTube movie, The Backrooms, and Michael, he did Southern Belle. It was pretty great. Okay, let's see if I can do this, because honestly, my Disappointed Granny kind of sucks. Like, I can only really do it for that one line. Beauty school! Ah. Okay, I will try, and if it sucks, I'm sorry. 3 minutes is gonna be an eternity.
Is that him? I didn't even know he was friends with Soren Dumar.
Maybe I'll just read really slow.
The one in the glasses, right?
It's terrible.
Lars squeezed his eyes shut, then buried his face into the crook of his arm where it lay curled on his desk. The teacher was speaking, and he was supposed to be taking notes, but he just couldn't find the energy to lift his pen. Since Amelia went to Ixis, Lars only slept in hour-long intervals. His guilt for lying to those detectives consumed him. I had a class with that Amelia Pritchett girl last year, one of the girls behind him whispered. She was the one with those weird eyes. What do you think happened to her? Another girl asked, and Lars wished they would stop talking. This must be what being a famous actor was like. Why would anyone willingly put themselves in this position?
This is terrible.
Did you see Soren's poor face? One girl whispered. At least his nose is still straight. I heard he got hit by a car, said the other girl. Dominic Fletcher said that he... Ladies! said the curt voice of their teacher, Mrs. Bradshaw. I'm sure your conversation is far more interesting than this lecture, but I assure you there is nothing you've said to one another that will be on your final exam. The class snickered, and Lars looked up in time to see every head swivel toward the girls. And Mr. Hanson, said Mrs. Bradshaw sharply, causing Lars to bolt upright in his seat. Go and get a drink of water. I will not have you napping in my class. It was what she said to every student that laid their head down on their desk, but Lars couldn't believe she had to say it to him. He'd never put his head down during a class until today. Lars looked around at the rest of the class, his face burning with embarrassment as someone whispered, That's the kid I was telling you about. The kid who found Soren Dumar. It was going to be another long, long day. For the first time in his life, Lars seriously considered deliberately ditching his classes the Monday following his news interviews. Over the weekend, he was interviewed by three different news stations thanks to Mrs. Dumar's story, and felt like vomiting every time he opened his mouth.
That was the longest 3 minutes of my life. Oh my gosh. Okay, were we able to follow that? I sure hope so. Kids were whispering about him, whatever. Okay. Over the weekend, he was interviewed by 3 different news stations thanks to Mrs. Dumar's story, and felt like vomiting every time he opened his mouth. It's so nice to see someone so young do something selfless and good, one news reporter said, while Lars sweated silently on his own living room couch. Many people would have seen Soren Dumar on the ground, but decided not to get involved. But not you, Lars. You knew what had to be done, and you did it. You weren't afraid to do the right thing. The only thing more painful than the interviews, all of which had forced Lars to lie over and over again, was his meeting with Mrs. Dumar. She sobbed as she hugged Lars, dramatically expressing her gratitude for what he did for her son. The entire exchange was almost unbearable. When Lars and his father finally returned home that night, they found an enormous bouquet of flowers, along with imported chocolates from Fisk and a bottle of very expensive wine waiting for them. She didn't have to do that, his father muttered, looking slightly embarrassed as he carried the wine to the kitchen. Lars didn't follow, and he promptly threw the chocolate away. Now my throat feels scratchy. Oh shoot, there's gonna be an ad in 4 minutes. I should have started an ad. I'm gonna have to take a break from reading so nobody misses out. Lars wished he'd left Soren at the park. Or perhaps, oh, and I'm gonna have to go tell Charlotte it's lights out here in a second. Or perhaps he could have left him outside the hospital doors. Someone would have found him eventually, and Soren wouldn't have known it was Lars who brought him there. Soren's own interviews after his release from the hospital were infuriating to watch. Nestled comfortably between his father and mother, he spoke passionately to the camera as Lars glared at him from his couch. Oh, she's gonna come in. And she's gonna be like, my alarm went off. Did your alarm go off? Yeah, lights out. I bet. I love you. You got a big day today. Go tell Papa good night. Sorry. I feel like this is kind of a mess. Okay. I hardly remember anything, he said with a sad shake of his head. 1 minute, I was at dinner with Amelia Pritchett, and the next minute, I was waking up in the hospital. He looked handsomely battered, with deep purple and green bruising around each eye and a small bandage on his nose. His arm hung limply in a sling in front of him, and he peered down at it with a heavy sigh. I wish I could remember, he said softly, shaking his head again. Maybe then, Amelia wouldn't be missing. I'll have you know, said Soren's father, jabbing a finger at the camera, that I plan to take full action against those responsible for what happened to my son and that poor girl. We will find you, and we will not hesitate to press charges against such cruel... Lars changed the channel before the man could finish. He thought of the small blue pills falling from Soren's pocket, wondering what Mr. Dumar would do if he discovered that the very person he wanted brought to justice was his own son. Yo, Lars! An arm came out of nowhere as Lars hurried down the stairs, and he felt someone grab his shoulder from behind. The hall was crowded with students, and Lars' hopes of passing through it without attracting attention suddenly crumbled. You look like you are in need of some serious refreshing, my friend, said Dominic Fletcher, Soren's closest and wealthiest friend. Which is why I am personally inviting you to come to our celebration this weekend. You'll be there, won't you? Lars stared at Dominic. He, along with the rest of Soren's popular friends, had collectively decided that Lars had earned his place among their ranks for doing their buddy a favor. Even the pretty girls, who normally followed Soren around, now flanked Lars on every side between classes. Sorry? He asked. You mean a party? Exactly, Dominic said, winking at Lars. Lars shook his head. I don't do parties, he grumbled, turning to move away. But Dominic grabbed him once more. You need to loosen up, Lars, he smiled. Our king has returned to us, and that deserves a celebration. He looked past Lars' shoulder into the surrounding crowd of students, then let out a whoop of laughter. Do you think his raccoon eyes will be gone by then? Lars turned, following Dominic's gaze, and felt his stomach clench tightly at the sight of Soren standing behind him. The school erupted into a complete frenzy when he returned after his release from the hospital, and he'd basked in his glory ever since. But this was the first time Lars had come face to face with Soren since the hospital, and he stiffened as a familiar rage flooded through his body. "We don't have any reason to celebrate," he said coldly, scowling at Dominic. He closed his eyes, unable to bring himself to call Amelia his friend. "Someone is missing." Yeah, that's right," Dominic said, suddenly somber. "It's no laughing matter at all." "Lars wouldn't even know what to do with himself at a party, Dom," said Soren loudly, a cold smile curling his upper lip. "Don't waste your breath." "Hey, he saved you, man," Dominic said dramatically, but Soren snorted. "He didn't save me," he said quietly. The crowd around them were all talking at once. Oh no, there's an ad. I have to wait. I don't want anybody to miss out. Dang it. I should have run an ad before. I'd normally do that. I normally run a 1-minute ad before I start reading my chapter. That was abrupt. Dang. Sorry, everybody. Because then I'm uninterrupted and I can just do it and then nobody has to miss out on anything. I need a drink of water anyway. I was kind of hoping it would like perfectly line up with like the end of a scene. No, what happened in the middle of a scene. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. 15 more seconds. Yes. This music fits great with my story, I must say. Okay, for anybody that just experienced an ad, I waited for you. I should have run the ad at the beginning, and I'm sorry. Normally I do that, and today I was all excited because of the hype train. We were talking about true crime. It's very exciting. Okay. Hey, he saved you, man, Dominic said dramatically, but Soren snorted. He didn't save me, he said quietly. The crowd around them were all talking at once, and Lars was the only one who heard him. It's not like I was dying. A shame, really, Lars spat, and Soren laughed. Thanks for coming up with my cover story, he said. Lars bristled. I can turn you in, he stammered, fully aware that he couldn't without incriminating himself. I can tell them what I heard, and you say anything, and I'll take you right down with me, Soren said, leaning forward and leering at Lars. I can tell them all about your little Seat. They're looking for it, you know. Lars glared at Soren. So he did remember. Trespassing on government property can land you in prison for up to 3 years. Did you know that? Soren continued. Yeah, it's bad. But since you lied to them already, they'll probably give you more. Lars said nothing. He thought again of Soren's pills and cursed himself for not grabbing them when he had a chance. Hey, Olaf, how are you? Well, I was like, dang, I normally run that before I... Anyway. He thought of Soren's pills and cursed himself for not grabbing them when he had a chance. I know what you're thinking, Soren murmured with a malicious smile. But you have no proof. You've got nothing, and you know it. For a moment, Lars seriously considered punching Soren in his bandaged face. He hated him more than anything in the world. That's right, Soren muttered as Lars turned away from him and pushed his way out of the crowd. Just walk away, Lars. Enjoying your new status? Penny said when he almost collided with her. You should be proud. You're a hero. I should have left him, Lars said. He was brimming with rage and he could hardly see straight. Maybe if I left him, he would have bled out. Penny looked at him in surprise. That's harsh, she said, especially for you. He's lying, Lars said through gritted teeth, more to himself than to Penny. He wished she'd stop staring at him. He wished everyone would just leave him alone. He knows exactly what happened at that park, but he says he doesn't remember. He's blaming it on his stupid concussion from the fall. Fall? Penny asked curiously, tilting her head to one side. What are you talking about? When did you see him fall? I mean, Lars began, his anger quickly turning to fear. He must have hit his head when he fell to the ground after he was attacked. Penny folded her arms across her chest, shifting her weight to one leg. Did you see something, Lars? She asked, narrowing her eyes, but Lars began to back away. I have to go, he croaked. I have to... He stumbled slightly as he turned, his head swimming with anger and terror, and felt both Penny and Soren watch him as he ran. Master. Penny glanced over her shoulder as Mr. Montaigne stood from his desk, hearing his small sigh of exasperation. He adjusted his tie, watching her silently, then shook his head. I don't like giving detentions, Penny, he said as he crossed to her desk. I understand things are difficult right now, and I am truly sorry about your friend. But that is no excuse to behave so poorly. Do I make myself clear? Penny did not meet his gaze. She fiddled with her pencil, accidentally dropping it to the floor before leaning down to retrieve it. I don't ever want to see you act that way again, said Mr. Montaigne. One of those poor girls had to go home for the day after what happened. Your mother will be receiving a call. Good luck getting a hold of her, thought Penny. And even if Mr. Montaigne could reach her mother, she'd never remember the conversation. I'll take those written apologies, please, Mr. Montaigne said, holding out a hand. Penny glowered at the 3 sheets of paper on the desk before her. She didn't mean a word she'd written on them, and she still fumed at the thought of the 3 young students she'd screamed at earlier in the hall. One of them, a small waif of a girl, had been telling her friends Amelia was dead. Dead! Penny lost her head completely. You don't know what you're talking about, she'd raged. It's only been 3 days! 3 days! Mr. Montaigne cleared his throat, and Penny handed him the papers. That is all, he said. You may go. Outside the classroom, Penny stopped, swaying for a moment until she put a hand against the wall for support. She could still hear that girl's voice echoing in her head. I bet she's dead, she'd said as she nodded knowingly to her friends, and something inside Penny broke. If Amelia was gone... No, she wouldn't think about that. It had only been 3 days. Penny straightened, then checked her phone. Dinner wouldn't be for another hour, at least, but she decided to go to Robin's early anyway. Even a subdued dinner with the Pritchett's was better than spending the evening alone at home. Unless, of course, Liam decided to show up. Did you guys know that Liam is the most popular name in the state of Texas? So I chose a winner of a name. It's true, Julian said, waving a fork at Philip, who sat across the dinner table. I'm telling you, if you don't brush your teeth, they'll fall out of your head. That isn't true, Philip whined. Mom, tell him to stop lying. Penny smiled to herself as she passed Robin a basket of freshly baked rolls. She did her best not to focus on how empty the table felt without Amelia there. I'm not lying, Julian said, gazing expectantly at Penny. Tell him, Penny. Well, they don't fall out all at once, Penny said, watching Philip's face turn pale. So you'd better do as your mom says and brush your teeth before bed. You don't want to be stuck eating soup for the rest of your life, do you? Philip frowned. Enzo never brushes his teeth, he declared, and his haven't fallen out. Penny paused thoughtfully. That's a good point, she said, and Philip smiled. Penny watched the boys as they continued their chatter, telling jokes and stories they'd heard from school. They were trying desperately to fill the void of Amelia's absence, to pretend their house wasn't shrouded in sadness, and Penny's heart ached for them. It was so strange to feel such despair in this house. It had always been such a positive place in Penny's life, especially during the last 2 years. Her own home was a happy place once, back when she'd eaten dinner surrounded by her own happy family instead of the Pritchetts. Her father always asked Penny and Harry to tell him one good thing about their day, while their mother insisted they pass the food to the left. Tears suddenly pricked Penny's eyes as she stared down at her plate. She missed them all so much, her mother included, and now she might have lost Amelia. Sounds boring, Philip was saying as Julian tried to explain his new book. I think it needs more dragons. Not every book can have dragons, Phil, Julian snorted. Robots can be just as cool. Penny laughed, trying to push the old memories away, but it was times like these that made her resent Amelia for this stable home life. Penny's own home was a battleground. She shook her head, trying to clear it. She was grateful to be here. Grateful for these good people who treated her like family, and grateful that she had them all to herself for once. Penny? Robin asked suddenly as the fork fell from Penny's grip. Penny, are you all right? Penny looked up, then glanced around the table. Had she really just been grateful that Amelia was gone? Grateful because she could spend time with the Pritchett's alone? She inhaled sharply, remembering what that girl said at school earlier. I bet she's dead. I'm fine, she said, her throat constricting as she suddenly pushed herself away from the table. I just need a minute to... They were all watching her with concern on their faces. Penny could feel tears in her eyes, and she didn't want any of them to see her cry. I have to go, she whispered, knocking her chair over in her haste to stand, and she ran to the door where she grabbed her bag. Penny? Called Robin, but Penny couldn't answer. Tears blurred her vision as she groped wildly for the door handle. When she finally pulled it open, she ran straight into Liam. They stared at each other, his eyes wide with surprise. Then his brows furrowed, and he said, Penny, listen. I want to... He stopped abruptly at the sight of her tears, a look of confusion spreading across his face. Penny pushed past him as she stifled a sob. Wait! He cried as she ran to her car. His shouts mingled with Robin's, Penny, stop! But Penny could no longer hold back her tears. Sobbing uncontrollably, she climbed into her car and drove away. It was late when Penny finally pulled into her driveway. She was exhausted and could think of nothing but falling into her bed and putting an end to this terrible day. After leaving Robin's, she'd pulled into an empty parking lot and screamed at her mother for choosing alcohol over her own daughter. She screamed for her father and for her brother, who was ripped from this world before he'd even turned 13. She screamed at herself for her own resentment and for the betraying thoughts she'd had at dinner. She wept for what felt like hours, slamming her hands into her steering wheel until her body could no longer create any tears. Penny felt weak and drained as she got out of her car, but her head snapped up when she saw movement near her dimly lit porch. A figure stood from where it sat on her front steps, its body half covered in shadow. With a jolt, Penny recognized the strong, muscular profile. It was Liam. "What are you doing here?" she called hoarsely. Her throat was raw from crying. "Where did you go?" Liam asked, ignoring her question and moving closer to her. "My mom is worried sick about you. Why did you run away like that?" "It was nothing," Penny replied irritably. Liam stopped directly in front of her, his handsome face now exposed in the moonlight as he tilted his head to one side. "You were crying," he said softly, and Penny sniffed and shrugged. "Why are you here, Liam? What do you want?" Liam didn't answer immediately, though he continued to stare at her with his head cocked to one side. Then he heaved a deep sigh and reached a hand up to scratch the back of his neck. "I came to apologize," he said. "How noble of you," Penny said, rolling her eyes. "It must be difficult since you never do it." Liam swore loudly, then closed his eyes and dropped his chin to his chest. "I'm trying to do the right thing here, Penny," he mumbled. "Then go home," Penny scoffed, pushing past him toward the darkened porch, only to jerk back when he grabbed her arm. "Penny, listen," he muttered. "I'm worried about her too. We all are." At this, Penny felt tears in her eyes again. She blinked them back and sniffed once more, looking anywhere but into Liam's eyes. "I shouldn't have said what I did about your mom," he said, letting go of her arm. "And I'm sorry about your dad and Harry. I'm sorry about everything. We used to be friends, Penny, and it's my fault. He stopped, looking uncomfortable. And though Penny eyed him suspiciously, there was no trace of his usual grin. He was completely serious. And Penny suddenly realized she wasn't angry anymore, just very, very tired. Forget it, she said with a sigh. Just forget it. Let's pretend none of it ever happened, okay? She chuckled, but Liam didn't smile. He only watched her closely as she kicked a rock from the driveway. Do you want to come in? She asked, gesturing to the house behind her. All we have is frozen pizza, but... Her voice petered out as she tucked a loose strand of hair behind her ear, and Liam nodded. Yeah, he said, glancing at the house over her shoulder. All right. I am not apologizing for slapping you, Penny cried, throwing a pillow at Liam's face from where she sat on the couch. You deserved that one. Liam laughed, catching the pillow before it hit him, and he tossed it back to Penny before wiping pizza crumbs off his jeans. Fair enough, he chuckled, shrugging loosely. It was worth a shot. Penny shook her head, sweeping a few locks of hair from her face before reaching for her drink on the coffee table. It was covered in the remains of their pizza, and she picked at a few of them absent-mindedly. Don't tell me this is the first time you've ever been slapped, she smirked. With all those girls you were with in high school? I'll be shocked if that's the case. She fell back against the couch with a laugh, and Liam cleared his throat, embarrassed. Listen, Penny, he began, avoiding her gaze. I know you think I was... No, never mind, Penny said, waving a dismissive hand. You've been apologizing all night, and I'm telling you, it's okay. Forget about it, all right? I'm having a good time here, and I don't want to ruin it by bringing up the past. But, Liam said, but Penny threw another pillow at him. He laughed, raising his hands in surrender. Watching Penny stifle a yawn, Liam thought back to all the summers he'd spent with her and Amelia. He really had enjoyed them. And then he allowed school politics, all of which had vanished the moment he graduated, to ruin everything. When do you think your mom will be back? He asked, glancing at the front door. Penny's smile turned into a scowl, and she shrugged. Who knows, she said heavily. It's always different, but it's always late. She paused, fiddling with the pillow in her lap. It doesn't matter, though, she said determinedly. After I graduate, I'm getting out of here. I've been looking at schools for design and fashion, you know. There are some good ones up north, in Madrigal or Talastia. Honestly, the farther away, the better. You're leaving Viserys? Liam asked, and Penny gave a curt nod. I want to start over in a city that isn't full of memories of my life before I lost my dad and Harry, she said. She hesitated, then added, and my mom. Liam swallowed. He couldn't blame her, of course, but the thought of her leaving suddenly filled him with an anxiety he couldn't quite put into words. Why did you really leave my mom's place like that tonight? He asked softly. Penny considered him as she chewed her lip. I had some things on my mind, she said. These past few days have been, well, you know, they've been rough. She glanced at the pizza leftovers on the coffee table, then sighed. This helped, though. This helped a lot. She smiled at Liam, and he felt his stomach clench pleasantly. I'll clean this up, he said, clearing his throat and getting to his feet. He snatched their dishes and leftovers from the coffee table, nodding at Penny. You look exhausted. Penny nodded gratefully at him, stifling another yawn. Then she laid her head on a pillow as Liam made his way to the kitchen. Penny, this place is a mess, Liam called, laughing to himself as he surveyed the impeccably clean kitchen. How do you even live here? He chuckled as he washed their dishes carefully in the sink, then grabbed the empty pizza box from the table. How long had it been since he and Penny spent time together like this? This evening was so nice, the two of them eating frozen pizza and laughing until their sides hurt. He didn't think they'd even been alone together since... Liam stopped halfway to the garbage can, the memory washing over him with painful clarity. How many times had he wished he could go back to that night, wished he'd done things differently? He remembered everything in perfect detail. The brightness of the clock beside his bed telling him it was 3:30 in the morning, the silence of the house as he'd made his way to the kitchen. He'd been so thirsty that his tongue felt like leather, and he hadn't thought twice about getting a glass of water. Penny stood near the sink, so still that he almost missed her. It had been 3 days since her father and brother's passing, and she was sharing Amelia's room while her mother recovered in the hospital. "Penny?" Liam asked, rubbing his eyes and squinting at her in the darkness. He was groggy, his eyes sticky with sleep. "Is that you?" Her pajamas were tattered, and her arms were wrapped tightly around her waist. She was shaking, though that might have been only a trick of the light coming from above the stove. "Hey," she said softly. Her face was puffy and raw from crying, and she placed an empty glass down on the counter. As he watched her, Liam felt something deep inside him break, and he longed to say something comforting to her. He wanted to tell her how sorry he was for her loss, and for how terrible he'd been to her. Instead, he only said, "Hey." They stared at each other for what felt like hours, until finally Penny walked past him saying, "Good night, Liam." She then disappeared down the hall before he had a chance to answer. Liam shook his head, shoving the pizza box into the garbage can. He had so many things to tell Penny, so many things to confess and apologize for. And here he was, alone with her at last, and he still couldn't find the... A sharp pain made Liam inhale through gritted teeth, and he pulled his hand quickly from the garbage can. A thin line of blood trickled from a cut on his knuckle, courtesy of the shattered remains of a dinner plate peeking out from underneath the crumpled pizza box. Liam cursed, looking around for something to stop the bleeding, but stopped when he noticed a picture hanging on the fridge. Forgetting about his bleeding hand, he hurried over to it as he tried to swallow the sudden lump in his throat. Amelia's happy face, smashed beside the equally happy face of Penny, beamed up at Liam from their photograph. They looked radiant, laughing and smiling at the camera, and he felt a sudden pang of regret. When was the last time he told his sister he loved her, admired her? Did she know he was proud of the person she'd become, and that he was honored to be her brother? He wiped his eyes. If she didn't know, would he ever have the chance to tell her now? Liam turned away from the photo, suddenly remembering his hand was bleeding. "Your garbage can is hostile," he called to the living room, grabbing a paper towel and blotting his hand. "Mind if I steal a bandage?" Penny didn't answer, and when Liam peered around the corner, she was curled up on the couch, fast asleep. He watched her for a moment, wondering if he should wake her. Her breathing was deep and even, and each time she exhaled, a small lock of black hair moved away from her face. She looked peaceful and content. She looked lovely, as a matter of fact. Liam sighed, then crossed to an armchair and picked up a threadbare blanket folded neatly on its seat. Gently, he laid it on Penny's shoulders, taking care to make sure she was completely covered before turning off the lights in the living room and the kitchen. As he made his way to his car, he decided that from now on, he should probably visit his mother's house for dinner more often. Liam's a good name? I'm glad you think so. I thought so. But apparently, it is like the top name in half the country right now, so that's cool. I picked a good one. You know, I'm proud of my story. I haven't read it in a really long time, and every once in a while I'll come across it like a passage or something where I'm like, way to go, Self. That was good. That was good. You did a good job, Self. Way to go. I don't know. I hope you guys are enjoying my story. I have no idea if you are or not, but it is young adult. But I really, really, really tried to write it in a way like Harry Potter. Not that my book is Harry Potter, because it's not, but I tried to write it in a way that everybody, like people of all ages, would enjoy it for the most part. I really tried not to have this kind of teenage type feel to it. I have no idea what's going on, but I enjoy listening to you read it. That's great. I actually did the audiobook a couple years ago. I did the audiobook, and that was a lot of work. And I can honestly say, reading it aloud now, I can think, I know exactly, like as I'm reading, I'm thinking, man, I should have read it this way. I should have read it this way. I should have read it this way. But when you create something yourself, the longer you look at it, longer you listen to it, whatever, the more crappy it becomes to yourself. And so maybe it sounds fine. I don't know. But I think Jordachi listened to it. But I think I read it kind of slow because I was told that adults can only like internalize so many words per minute. And so I decided to record it a little slower. So if people wanted to speed it up, they could, because audiobook apps let you do that. So anyway, it's about a girl who gets trapped in a floating city that nobody's heard from in 30 years. And I'm really proud of it, but I have no idea how to market it. So it's just on Amazon. I don't know. Anyway, okay, let me run to the bathroom really fast. And I am going to run another ad, but that's because I'm going to go to the bathroom. And then that'll give us 40 minutes of uninterrupted game time. So would you rather have me on my, well, I guess my music's playing, so I'll just leave it here. But I'm going to run to the bathroom, run a 1 minute ad, and then I will be back, and then we can get started with Final Fantasy VII. So I will be right back. I wish I had some cool thing like, I'll be right back after these messages. Maybe I should come up with something like that. But anyway, so give me 60 seconds. That was longer than 60 seconds. Sorry. Let me mute my no, stop my music. And head on over here. I gotta change my stream info. So much stuff. Might as well listen to this music. I love this music. I will not lie. Okay. Final Fantasy. How is your evening going, Olaf? How are ya? I hope everybody's had a good day today. I took my dog to the park again, and it was a disaster. Yeah, it was not ideal. I restarted this today. I'm only on, oh, like this game? Oh, you're only on the Airbuster. Remind me, have you played the remake? I can't remember. Okay, we're doing, okay, all right. I remember the boss in this place. I don't think it's for a little while though. Oh, okay. Ha! I can't speed things up. Seriously, like, everything feels like crazy fast when everything's sped up 3 times, but then it feels insanely slow when I take the 3 times speed off. I need like a 1 speed, 2 speed, 1.5. That's what I need. I need 1.5. There we go. You have. I played it one day and beat it in a couple weeks on normal. Yep, that was me. That was me. I did love the Airbuster. I loved all the bosses, honestly, in the Final Fantasy VII Remake. I thought they were all fantastic. I loved them all. Oh, can I, how do, what? Okay. Okay. I don't even remember this. What? I remember you. Yeah, I do. Take that. He gives me an enemy skill. Tentacle, death tentacle, tentacle, L4 tentacle. He gives me something. I don't think Fire 2 will kill him completely, but we shall see. What the heck is that thing called? Okay, okay. Onger Max. This is the first time I've used this limit. This game, this playthrough. Amazing! Yeah! I loved the mechanics for them using magic and abilities, like little puzzles, and it made the menuing of the original very fast-paced and action-y. I loved it. I thought it was great. Jordachi, not so much. Jordachi did not like. No, those are the M tentacles. He does something. Oh, I need to heal my dudes. He does something that is an enemy skill, I swear, but I don't know what it is. Yeah, we all need a good Kieran. Yeah. I thought they did a great job. I really loved the fighting. I loved that when you were picking things, like when you were picking your abilities or whatever, I loved that everything slowed down, but it didn't stop. So you could still see your guys like moving slowly. I loved it. I thought the whole thing was great. But weirdly enough, my second playthrough, I kind of lost interest. I'm at Sector 5 with Aerith. Just got to Sector 5, and I'm kind of like, eh. Like the idea of doing the whole wall. Wow, okay. These guys are speedy. Just standing still. The idea of doing like the whole wall market thing again and everything, it's just kind of sad. Honestly, I just want to do the end again. I just want to do the end again. No, that's not true. Not the end. I mean the end as far as where the, oh, okay. The end as far as where the original ends, because the remake end is whacked. Totally whacked. I did not appreciate the end. I heard there were a lot of people who didn't appreciate the end. And or ate almost all my chips. And I was like, you have to go buy me more. Woo! Feel the heat. Man. Like it's almost immediate. Woo! Oh my gosh. Oh my lands. This guy again, this freaking guy again. What's his name? Malboro. Okay. Ooh. I think he has a lot of life. Oh. I think I might lose motivation too if it wasn't for my wife watching me play, so I get kind of see it through her eyes. That's cool. Yeah, Charlotte was really into it too. Charlotte really liked it. Problem is there's bad language. I mean, there just is. There's a lot of it. And so I was like, I can't have you around while I'm playing this game. Sorry. And she gets that, but you know. So if I play it, I have to play it either when she's at school or I have to play it with headphones in, like after she's gone to bed. Oh. That is really hot. Wow. Oh my gosh. These guys are terrible in the MMO. If you get hit by their breath, you get like every status effect. Well, it's a good thing I've got a ribbon. Wait, MMO. Hey, it's Landers! How are you, Landers? Have you had a good day? I hope so. What is a fire armlet? I think it's, yeah. Drain, okay, so if it drains, that means it gives you life, right? Oh, oh, okay, gotcha. That's what I thought. I was like, wait, MMO? Yes. Got it. Fire, cold, drains half. Fire, cold, lightning. No, that is a good one. I want to keep that. Diamond bangle. You can have the... Really? That's what he has? The freaking diamond bangle? How did I let that slide? Drains cold attacks. Well, that would be useful. I guess I'll switch over to that one. Oh, it was the safety bit. I was telling Andrew the other day that I was apologizing to something. What was I apologizing for? And it was the safety bit. I was like, what the heck is this? This is so dumb. And then I got the safety bit and was like, I apologize, safety bit. You are a good situation. That's good. Oh yeah, we're fighting icicles because this is Final Fantasy VII. Maybe we'll just do Fire 3. Maybe. Oh. Oh. Speed up Fire 3. Okay. So all we have to do is Fire 3. Done. Done and done. Great. Let's speed this up. Way to go, guys. Oh, okay. Landers, did you do anything for Valentine's Day? I don't like Valentine's Day. I think it's a bad holiday. Holy moly. No. Oh my gosh. Like, it never stops. Like, the more I eat these, you'd think that, like, I would get used to it, but I don't. It just is always really hot. Ooh, no. Okay. That was nice. Just take care of all y'all in one hit. One hit. One and done. Come on, man. It's your turn. Right. There we go. Oh, and it makes my lips burn. I got my wife a set of cards that the astrologian uses in Final Fantasy XIV. She framed them and hung them up. Is she a gamer? Oh, 2? Valentine's Day. I don't like, but Easter is the best. Woo! Don't let me forget I have a second chip to eat. If I can feel my tongue. Why do you like Easter the best? Charlotte, my daughter, says the same thing. She freaking loves Easter. And I say that's great. Although I do feel like... whew, the gifts kids are starting to get for Easter are out of control. Oh, he can't even do these spells. Okay. I'm not even paying attention. Okay. Cool. I was not paying attention that my guy was silenced and couldn't do the spell that would have killed all of those. So that's cool. Aw, man. He would have leveled. But no. Oh my gosh. Cloud, you're walking. You're up. Moving around. You're walking. Look at that. Amazing. Oh my goodness gracious. Sort of? We met online. She doesn't really play anything else, but she watches me play things. Whatever floats your boat, man. That's great. If you guys can do that together, I think that's wonderful. My husband does not give one zippity zap about video games. Nope. What do I need? I need an ether. My boy needs an ether. Yeah, Ender does not like video games at all. Not that he's, like, opposed to them. He just doesn't like them. He's not, or he just isn't interested. Oh. We did, okay. We did play Halo, the original Halo, together, and that was really fun. He really liked them, but, oh man. Better presents, plus more fun for the kids. That's true. Like Valentine's Day. Holy mother of pearl. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, that one was really bad. Oh. Oh my gosh. But she raids in MMOs more than me. So yes, a gamer, but not very many games. I love it. Yes. Holy cow. Did I get Alexander? No, I couldn't find Alexander. I wasn't gonna, oh. Whoa, it's like a mini materia keeper. Oh, well, sweet. I learned that. Excellent. Oh, did I not cure him? I am El Stupido. What's wrong with you, El Stupido? Any of you guys see Luca? I loved Luca. Pixar's Luca. That's true. That's true. That is Ander. I am Alexander. My husband's name is Alexander, but he goes by Ander. So technically, yes, I did get Alexander. Okay, tent. I actually have the sound Silencio Bruno on my computer right now. I've been meaning to put it in here as a command, but I haven't yet. Oh, maybe... I think I did heal Cloud. And that magic, whatever it is. Oh my gosh. Oh. Ander, how do you just eat these? I'm gonna need you to come and fill up my water. Not yet. Magic breath. Fire, ice, lightning damage to all opponents. Okay. I can get down with that. The world is upside down when there are spicy snacks in this house that are not mine. I will fill your water up if you put da bomb on a chip. No! No. 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 I will not. Oh my gosh. I refuse. I never found Alexander. And I, honestly, I have gotten Alexander before and I don't use it, really. Just like I don't really use Kujata or whatever it is. Oh my goodness. The last chip I just had was bad situation. Heckin' spicy. Wow. What am I doing? I can't remember. Sources. Speed, Cloud. Mind, Red. Sorry, Barrett. You get oh, magic! Oh no, I'm gonna give that to Red too. Sorry. What is the Hypno Crown? Oh. Nope. I don't need my water filled up right now. I'm sorry. What is that look on your face, you creeper? While you're here, you might as well. It goes fast.
So why would you tell me that you need water?
I told you not just yet.
I missed that part.
I can't even remember what I'm doing because my brain is fried from this spicy snacks. Okay.
There's a tax.
That's fine. Just don't eat all of them. Did he bring the bomb with him? No, he did not. No. I refuse. I think I told you guys this story when I ate Chinese takeout and I ate one of those super hot red peppers they put as a garnish. Yeah. I almost died And Ander was like, this is easily 10 times more hot than that thing. I was like, great. There's no way. Olaf, have you watched any Hot Ones? I'm dying to know how you feel about it. I think you'll like it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Is this it? We're coming up here. Oh no, we still have more of this? Oh. Oh. Up. How do you... It's cold, 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 cold. Wow, this is hard. It's cold. 38. Okay. Oh my gosh, I need to just say so I can say yes next time. I swear I will next time. Go down right. Just so I can say, oh, I understand. What now? I'm fighting? Thank you. That water goes really fast. Oh, it's gonna, oh. You're gonna eat all my chips? I'm gonna send you out to Walmart right now to go buy me more. Do you want that? Yeah. Dang. He says I have plenty. No, it's okay. Yes. Oh, no. Cold, 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 cold. No, no pressure to watch it. It's totally fine. Just, you do you, but I think you will like it. I actually think doing the speed up makes you not be able to warm up as fast. We just went in a circle. What? I am square brain. I think that hype train at the very beginning of my stream did something to me because I feel almost like I'm hopped up on a lot of sugar. Cloud. Fast, 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 fast. Everybody tells me I need to play Final Fantasy XIV, but I don't do PC gaming. And I only have a laptop that I legitimately only use to run OBS. Oh, here we go. It's about to go down. Hold on. Awesome. Okay, let's take a look-see at everybody. Red is almost at his limit. I feel like there's a 50-50 chance that I'm either going to take this boss down or I am going to die a horrible death. All three of my guys. So, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. The cheat is to the limit. It's true. Everybody to the limit. Oh, but I can do barriers. So that's good. Can you do barrier all? Oh my gosh. How have I not taken advantage of this? Screw luck. Wait, no, that's not what I meant to do. No. Revive, poison. Okay. Poison. Do I have another all? Oh, I don't. You know what? I actually think I don't want to use all, because if I use all anything elemental, it gives one head life, and it gives the other head, and it damages the other head. So I don't even want to use all on elemental. I mean, that's fine. All lightning. I think one is hot and one is cold. I don't think lightning has anything to do with it. Woo! All fire. I just want one all. All barrier. Right? Can you do that? I think you can. I will give Barrett luck. Sounds about right. Is this all I have? Oh, I'm cold. Okay. Well, like I said, 50-50 chance. We'll see. I have no idea. All right. I don't even remember what happened. I don't even remember what happens. Oh, man. Look at you. Wow. Wow, he was even on the back row. Please don't. Oh, no. Well, at least it... Yeah. That backfired on you, dragon. I'm just... I want to save my limit for the boss. Whoa! Holy cow. Yeah, sure, I'll cure everybody. That's fine. Oh, please don't kill my guy. Holy mother. Why am I, like, hoarding my spells? There's literally a save point and like a special pool right there. Oh, what? Well, I might just die right now. I don't even know what that did. I don't want to use my limits. I am being lame. Fine. Oh no, it's gonna kill my... Oh, snap! What? Oh my gosh. I mean, I just saved my game. It's fine, but wow, this was a surprise. You heal him. Or something. Or just heal yourself. Because this is a bad situation. How much life does that... That's like no life. Well. Okay. Fine! Dang it! I hate everything and everybody. This'll take you down. Time to get serious! Hopefully. Oh, that gave him 601! Why? The first time it only gave him like 300. Yeah. Take that. That was really intense. And I did not get a lot of experience for that. Wow. You know what? It was because I was trying to save my... It's because I was trying to save all my stuff. I was trying to save my limits and stuff, so I wasn't actually fighting like I probably would have, so that's my bad. Yeah, that little face, Olaf, that's pretty much how I was feeling the whole time. Ah. Okay. Let's try this. Thumbnail. Let's do this. No, I think one of them is Earth. Okay, okay. We're gonna focus... Oh, nope, we're gonna do that first. We're gonna focus on one head. Shizo, or... Okay, right or left? I think... Whoa, whoa, whoa. I can't tell which one... Oh, what? That is gonna be very helpful. That is not. Okay, okay, which one? Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so then... Oh, and barrier. All of us. Yes! That is so great. I love that I can do that. Okay, so I want the... No, no, no. Oh, shoot. He has all. Oh, darn. Sure. I don't know. Yeah, that's fine. Left. Yes. The left head is. Yes. Yes. That was awesome. No. I want the left side. Wow. Okay. Wait. Nope. No! Left. Less those barriers. No. No! Left. Fire 3 on left. There we go. Oh, no. Okay. Alright. We're okay. We're still okay. Nope. Man! What the heck, man? My aiming is terrible because the camera angle's terrible. Kill it! Yes. The camera angle makes it almost impossible to know, like, which one you're... Okay, we gotta get some healing action here in a second. Yes. Barriers! I never used barriers. Oh, is he down? Oh, nope. Oh, I think he goes down. He does this. Oh, he's down. Oh, fantastic. I am so proud of myself for this fight. Okay, hold on. Let me cure everyone. And then, who has ice? Wait. Does he have ice? Is he weak to ice? Or is he earth? No. Yes. Okay. Fantastic. Bolt is also good. I don't think you have ice. Oh, but you have Comet. I feel like Comet is only okay. Dude. Barrett is my man tonight. He's got all the elemental stuff. What other games do I play? Have I played any other Final Fantasy games? I have played Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy IX. Oh, he's gonna take Barrett out. No! We did it! Woo-hoo! Yes! I've played Final Fantasy VII and I've played Final Fantasy... Oh my gosh, that was 4 chips. Let me say a quick prayer. I've played Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy IX, but I stopped 9 halfway through because I just wasn't into it. Those are the only Final Fantasy games I've played. That's not true. I've played Final Fantasy Tactics, but because my brother had kind of a... He gave me the disc, and something happened to the disc. They all lived, and now I have to eat spicy chips. Dang it, how many do I have to eat? Like 5? Okay. But something happened to the disc, and it got wonky, and it stopped loading. So I really enjoyed Tactics, but I've only played through half of it. Oh, that one wasn't so bad. I'm a huge diehard Nintendo fan. I love all the Nintendo classics like Metroid. I love Mario. I love Donkey Kong. I love Zelda. So I'm really big into kind of those classics. I think my top 5 games are Final Fantasy VII, Horizon Zero Dawn, Super Metroid, Breath of the Wild, and Hollow Knight. I really love Metroidvanias. Ooh, I really love not having my mouth be on fire. Did you guys see Lightning was born? I leveled my materia so much that I, like, created a new one. Ooh. Yay! I love finding people with my same taste in games. Because I love to nerd out about them. Hollow Knight was probably... I'm not going to say Hollow Knight is my favorite game ever. I don't think I could really pick my favorite game ever. But Hollow Knight was like... It was unlike anything I had ever played before. It was your same Metroid... Oh my gosh. It was that same Metroidvania type deal. I love all those. Super Metroid, Symphony of the Night, Axiom Verge. I have never played Song of the Deep, but I really, really liked Axiom Verge. It was wild, but I really liked it. Oh my gosh. I'm losing count. Oh. But Hollow Knight was like... I mean, it was just your Metroidvania, right? But somehow... Like, the story and the atmosphere of the game and everything was just... Oh, it was just... It was so wonderful. It was almost like a spiritual experience for me, honestly. Oh, my mouth's on fire. Fire! Fire! Oh, this is the reunion, isn't it? Do we fight a Genova here? I can't remember. It's cute. Little girl builds a sub to find her father in the deep sea. Writing that down right now. What's it called? Song of the Deep. I need to get another sticky note. I got all sorts of notes. Song. I also love, I mean, I had to pick a top 5. Somebody asked me about my top 5. I don't remember who it was. I also loved Stardew Valley. I loved, Children of Morta was one of my favorite kind of indie, kind of flew under the radar. Really loved Children of Morta. Really loved Celeste. You have Hollow Knight, but you've never played it. You will love Hollow Knight. Everybody tell Olaf he will love Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight. It is like it's a fantastic game, and all of us on the Discord are just, we keep calling it Myth Song now because we don't think Silk Song is ever actually going to be a thing. Even though there was a treehouse where they did some playing, but oh my gosh, Hollow Knight is still one of my favorite games ever. It's fantastic. The gameplay is super tight. Fantastic. It's quirky, it's funny, it's sad, it's so great. Don't tell me you're coming with me, Tifa. Son of a biscuit. Who do I pick? No. Oh, dang it. Well, if I have to choose, I guess I'll choose Barrett because he is my long range. Red, you get the short end of this stick, man. Yeah, Hollow Knight is great. I'm trying to think of what games I have on my Switch because I love the Ratchet and Clank series. I love, like, the whole franchise. I love Crash Bandicoot. I loved Jak and Daxter, that franchise. I really loved Okami. I loved Limbo. Did not love Little Nightmares. Little Nightmares was too much for me. I agree, Landers. Hollow Knight is fantastic. You haven't focused on me for 10 levels. I'm coming with you. Seriously, what the heck, man? I gotta leave. I'm so annoyed. I forgot about that, and I am salty about it. Because now I gotta... Platinum first. Gee dang it, girl. Gee dang it. At least I have lots of cool armlets. Fire armlet? I don't know. Sure. I don't know. I don't even remember what we're fighting. Wait, I got another dragon? I did get another dragon armlet. Oh, that is very exciting. Protects against poison darkness. Protects against... Yes. Okay, can I steal all of Red's? Okay, yes, I can. I'll just give her all the same stuff. I haven't played Little Nightmares, but I've watched it. I think I would like it, but I don't blame you. You know what? Okay, so it was a channel point redemption. It was like a channel point challenge. It was a community challenge. Wow. It was a community challenge, and I was like, for a community challenge, I'll play a creepy game. And I never even looked into Little Nightmares. I had just heard my brother really loved it, but my brother is also a huge fan of scary games. And I don't know what I was thinking, because I knew the main character was a little girl. I did not realize it was all gonna have to do with kids. Oh, what? Yes! Oh, yeah. Oh, we'll take that. Who do I give that to? Tifa, since I just randomly gave her lightning. Cool. Little Nightmares, I liked the puzzles, but it was so disturbing. I couldn't, it didn't, like, I played through it. I beat it. But honestly, I think the only reason I actually beat it was because my brother was in town, my older brother, who is hilarious and very, very clever. He was in town, and he streamed it with me. And so the first time I played it, I was by myself. I actually have a highlight video of that on my YouTube channel. It's a delight. I mean, I was really scared. And Charlotte actually busted in here at the very beginning before anything scary happened and scared the pants off of me. I was so terrified. It was a pretty good jump scare. And she didn't actually mean to do it. I was like, you have to not, because she knew I was playing a scary game, but she just wasn't thinking, and you know, whatever. Anyway, so, oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, I don't even, to be honest, I don't even really know what type of content to put on a YouTube channel as far as gaming goes, because I don't really have a lot of time to just game on my own. And I certainly don't sit here in this office when I play games. I play them all on my, you know, my TV outside. So I'm not really sure what to do. I just do highlights from streams or whatever. When I told the story about my dad waking up in bed next to or getting in, you know, having a stranger in bed or whatever, I actually have a draft of that saved. I was going to post that too. But I do have some highlights and stuff up there. And then I did one with my brother, because you can see all his funny little anecdotes and stuff with Little Nightmares. I think it's called How to Ruin a Scary Game. But that's the only reason I was really able to actually beat that game, was because my brother was there with me, and everything felt different. Like, it didn't feel nearly as frightening. Oh, okay. Oh, what? Okay. But anyway, I know there's a second one, and I should have done my research. I shouldn't have gone in blind. I like going in blind to books and things like that because I think it's fun and it's exciting to go in and be like, I don't even know what I'm in for. But honestly, I should have known. I should have, if I had looked it up, I probably wouldn't have played it at all. Now, I'm not opposed to playing other creepy games, but I do have a creepiness limit, and it is low. So, I'm thinking the game Inside is on sale right now, which is done by the same company that did Limbo, and I loved Limbo. I love puzzle games, which is why I thought I would really like Little Nightmares, but I did not realize Little Nightmares was gonna be so violent towards children. And I guess I should say, and this isn't a spoiler, but I guess I should say there isn't any, like, actual violence depicted. It's all insinuated. And I just was not prepared for that. I was really not prepared. And it is creepy. It's really creepy. It's like, I mean, it's just kind of grotesque creepy. It's not really necessarily... Oh, what is that? I like the sound of that. Kaiser Knuckle. Whoa! Yes, please. I don't even have enough stuff to fill that Kaiser Knuckle. So I'll just throw stuff in there. Yeah, lightning, sure. Transform, yeah. Morph, cool. Added effect, why not? They'll all get leveled. Do we fight a boss here? I can't even remember. Okay, well, I don't know if we fight a boss, but we are fighting sculptures. So that's cool. It's odd. Yeah. Yes, that's what I say. Always level in materia. Oh, I forgot to, I've been not eating chips. I hope you guys don't mind the crunches in the microphone. Sorry. Chances are you will probably enjoy Little Nightmares because you are probably not a weenie like me. I thought about playing This Is The Last of Us, but every single time I think it, I always go, yeah, no. And my sister, she knows me really well, and she was like, dude, you can't handle you can't handle The Last of Us. Nope. So I have it. I got it from my Black Friday PS4 buying bundle, and I will not be playing it, nor will I play the second one. I wouldn't play the second one without playing the first, but I did play Silent Hill 2 when I was younger. Oh, I need to do, oh. What does that even do? I don't even know. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, dang. I had to play it when everybody was home, all the lights were on, I had to turn the sound all the way down, and I did beat it. I remember zippity... A big boss is coming soon? Oh, shoot. Okay. I don't remember much about it, other than it being absolutely terrifying and disgusting. But that was back when I used to kind of watch my brother play scary... I used to watch him play Silent Hill, so I was slightly more desensitized. But ever since I moved away and just didn't see stuff like that anymore, it affects me a lot. It just affects me a lot. I'm a very visual person, and I can't get those images out of my head. I just can't. Not everybody has to love scary games. But I know people like, oh, we're sad. I know people like watching other people play scary games. Well, folks, I only have one hyper. Oh. Yeah, let me know what you think of that video with my brother. I think it's hilarious, but that is just me. But it was almost impossible to cut down everything my brother said into like a 2-minute video. It was so funny. We were absolutely cracking up together. So it was an entirely different experience. I think I might have been able to play through the second one if my brother were here with me. And he'd never, no lies, he had played the second one. I did the game and I was like, all right, I'm gonna keep going. And so I did the DLC, and the DLC was where I threw in the towel. I couldn't, there were some scenes that I was like, yeah, nope. I finished like the first part of the DLC and was just like, you know what, I'm tapping out. And everybody was really cool about it. And I mean, I kind of said that as a disclaimer in the beginning. I was kind of like, look, you know, I want to enjoy myself while I'm streaming. And if I'm not enjoying myself, I don't see the point. So if I feel like I need to tap out, I'm going to tap out. And everybody was totally fine with that. And I appreciated everybody respecting that. So I watched a supercut of all the like bosses in Little Nightmares. Let's just say it's a pretty good thing that I didn't buy that game. It would not have fared I would not have fared very well. Because it was even worse. Really well done. Creepy atmosphere. Really, really well done. Yeah, I don't think I can do that while it's fast. Okay. And it's great for people that are, you know, horror game fans. Totally great. Because it's all weird and unexplained and none of it makes any sense. And everybody looks creepy and there's lots of body horror, like grotesque type stuff. Not necessarily gory, but just everybody kind of looks, yeah, definitely good thing I tapped out. Just not my thing. But I think I will... Oh, what? I don't remember this. I think we do fight a Genova, don't we? Oh, shoot. Our purpose. Who dis? Yeah. I think I'm still supposed to be eating chips. Oh, at least there's a save point. That's kind. I probably can't use it until after the boss, though. It's not as kind. What? Heh, heh, heh. Oh, my goodness. Oh, surprise. How has he not killed them? I tell you what. Oh, is this where Cloud has... Wait a minute, what? Oh, okay. I was like, you don't actually... Okay. Oh, she has something like... throbbing on her side. I'm gonna do Bolt. Just one, just to see if that's like some sort of a weird... Okay, well that doesn't give her life, so that's cool. I forgot you fought one here. Fire? I just don't want to give her life. Barriers! Right? Yeah. Ice? How did that take away more life from him? Oh my lands. Oh my goodness. Let's try this magic breath. Oh, do I learn that? Oh, nope. Well, maybe. Please don't be a miss. No. I don't think that works on him. Fire 3. Ice 3. Anything 3, really. Why does it stop at 3? Alright, okay. So everything 3. Cool. Great. I can do that. I honestly wish I could play scary games because I know there are some great scary games out there, but they're just not my thing. I love listening to scary books though. That's what's so funny. I cannot watch scary movies, cannot play scary games, but I really love listening to creepy books. I do have a limit. I don't like excessive amounts of gore. But I really, really like listening to creepy books. House of Leaves is one of my favorite books. It's kind of divided. People are kind of divided on the internet, kind of. They're really divided on the internet. But I thought it was great. I loved it. Had me like checking over my shoulder while I was reading it. It was creepy. I loved it. That and Bird Box. Holy cow. Bird Box terrified me. Bird Box, like, actually gave me like a visceral reaction. Like I was listening to Bird Box while I was doing laundry and Charlotte was like 2 and she was tottering around my room and what? I can't give you a barrier when you, oh, dang. Shoot, did I not learn that? Son of a gun. I better... Shoot, I just lost the opportunity to heal. Gee dang it. I can reflect? Oh my gosh, why did I not do that before? I I am not smart. Girl. Ah. Let's do this. Does that reflect back on her? No, it does not. Which is annoying. Oh, I just missed the opportunity to heal again. Oh, I hate my life. Is she silenced? Yes. Shoot, I gotta heal Cloud like ASAP. Woo! Please don't die. Barrier, do your thing. Barrier. Oh, oh no. Cloud, yes. Ooh, Cloud. Oh no! Oh no, he didn't die. Okay. Oh, this is what I want. Oh, crap! Dang it, I forgot about that. I'm so angry. Okay, Tifa girl. Crap. Give him an X potion. Nope, Phoenix down. Okay, I forget that when you put reflect on somebody, all spells reflect, not just X potion. Cloud. Fast, quick, quick! Okay. Crisis averted, hopefully. I really need you to be able to talk. I'm just gonna use an elixir. Shoot, elixirs are hard to come by. I shouldn't have done that, dang it. Wow. I feel like I was doing really well and things took like a super bad turn. Oh, I don't know if that's good or not. And barrier on everybody. Can I do that while I've got reflect on? I've read some Stephen King. Only book that scared me was The Exorcist. Ooh, I've always wanted to read / listen to The Exorcist, but I have always been kind of scared. So I haven't actually done it, but I love listening to creepy books. I just gave her a barrier? Oh, bad situation. Okay. Sylph! Need to remember, magic spells are reflected. Reflect is a... Okay, everybody, just FYI all your eyes. Reflect is a bad... I completely jacked this fight by casting freaking... How do I get rid of reflect? Oh, you gotta be kidding. Okay. Okay. This was a bad idea. So now I have to heal all my guys with just items. That is the worst thing I've ever heard. He's gonna die again. Yep. Oh! Nope. My dudes, if we can all stay alive... Oh! If we can all stay alive, Tifa... If you could, talk. I hate that she has a barrier now. I hate it! Why? And like, no... Yes! Oh, hallelujah! Oh, let one die at a time and it gets rid of reflect and barrier. Okay. That is good information to know. Wow, I totally screwed myself over on that fight. Not my best moment. Not my best moment. I did get a reflect ring, though. Genova's cells. The Genova reunion. Oh, no. We're after Sephiroth. Don't worry. The real Sephiroth? Don't touch it! I feel like Emmett from the Lego movie. I feel like I should touch that. Is this when we... Oh, I'm supposed to give it to somebody else? Well, considering the fact that Sid never comes with me, you take it. What? How about you? Who then? Am I supposed to give it to Tifa? Can you hang on to this? Yes. All right. I understand. Yeah, that was a really rough fight. I feel like I've had a lot of rough fights during this playthrough. I don't know why. So are we moving on? Are we going? Okay. Nope. We're talking to people. We're going in first. You guys stay and keep watch. Ooh. MP Turbo. What does that do? I don't even remember. Oh, wait. Uses extra MP and increases power of paired magic. Eh. I could sure use a tent right about now. Dang it! That's okay. All right, so we fought sculptures. Now we're fighting boxes. We're fighting kill bins. Watch, they'll totally kill me. Oh. You're like those freaking guys with the cards. Yeah. I was just about to say, see you later, alligator. That reminds me, I had a dream last night that there was somebody that came to our house to do something, I don't remember what, and they said, and he looked, in my head, I thought he looked kind of like an aardvark. I don't know how anybody looks like an aardvark. But I thought he looked kind of like an aardvark, and so, he was like, see you later, alligator, and I was like, yeah, see you later, aardvark. Yeah. Okay, Tifa is still sad, but we're okay with it. Aren't they all kind of sad? Oh, this is when stuff gets crazy. This is when Cloud has his, like, total mental breakdown. Poison ring. Drains poison attacks. Okay, well, I feel like that's ominous. Should I put that on? Oh, wow, okay. Oh. Ah! Do I have to fight something every time I get up? Cool. Just give me an added 2 minutes. Sorry. Chances are you'll just miss me getting knocked back from that thing multiple times. I got skills. Okay, so Olaf, what's your favorite Final Fantasy then? Like I said, I've only ever actually beaten Final Fantasy VII. Do I oh, ah! Dang it. We will now say see you later, aardvark, instead of see you later, alligator. Yeah. I tried to tell, so my daughter had a friend over to play today, and she was telling me about a dream she'd had, and I thought maybe she might laugh if she heard about my dream about calling somebody an aardvark, and she did not find it funny. I was like, what is wrong with you? That is hilarious. No, I was just like, so I called him aardvark. She didn't think it was funny. Okay. I am officially not a cool mom. Oh, okay. Did it before the ad. See you later, aardvark. Oh, yeah. Calm down, Tifa. Okay, can we all just agree that there is no faster way to get into the doghouse than telling a girl to calm down? Calm down. My brother says easy when he wants to calm anybody down. Karen's, Kevin's, his kids, his wife. He says easy. Or are they Chads? I don't know. think... Let Sephiroth show up and he's like, oh. Yes. It'll be alright. As long as we know it's an illusion, there's nothing to be afraid of. Are you sure? Woo! It's like Sonic the Hedgehog. Stop, Sephiroth. This is so stupid. Yeah, this is where we... This is where we learn... You know, I know the story of Final Fantasy VII, but every time I replay it, I get slightly fuzzy on the details. Because this is what really happened, right? Final Fantasy IV was my first Final Fantasy game. Oh, there's going to be a 1 minute ad. So that holds a special place. Final Fantasy VI is the first I knew how you were supposed to play it. Final Fantasy VII was the first I played properly, but 9 is the one I put so many hours into. So many hours, so I guess that's my fave. Oh, you and Jordachi! Jordachi's favorite is 9 as well. I played about half of it, and I just did not connect with the characters. I just couldn't really appreciate it. But, I mean, not every game is for everybody. But I know there are plenty of Final Fantasy games I need to... that I need to play. I see you finally understand. I remember it all. The heat of the fire, the pain in my body, and in my heart. How is that so? But recently, I played 12 and 13 and couldn't put them down. I hate 10, though. And I guess that makes me weird because everyone acts like 10 changed the world. Is 10 the one with the weird laugh? Yeah, right. This is what actually happened. Because Cloud was one of the other soldiers. Cloud. Shiz. Do you understand? I don't want to understand. Why are you doing this? Ha. 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 I love the commas between the ha's. That day? What? Wait a minute. Okay. Like I said, I know this, but every time it happens, I'm always like, wait. So, Cloud was constructed by Hojo, piece by piece, right after Nibelheim was burnt. A puppet made up of vibrant Genova cells, her knowledge, and the power of Mako. An incomplete Sephiroth clone, not even given a number. That is your reality. But when did that happen? Because it says after Nibelheim, but like he was like around before Nibelheim, right? So is that right when he went into Soldier? No, he'd already gone into Soldier. Okay, now I'm slightly confused. Oh, that's the one with the funny laugh. Samantha? I don't even know Samantha. But that's not why I dislike it. Tidus is annoying, sure. I love Yuna and Lula, and I really cared about the story, but the combat was slow, and I hated swapping out characters, and people would join as guardians with little explanation, and Blitzball is terrible. I don't understand any of that, but I will take that for, you know, grain of salt or whatever. I will file that away. That's what I'm saying. Like, they were kids together. Shall I show everyone here what's in your heart? Oh, snap. Tifa knows something we don't. Wait a minute. Did Cloud... Did he, like, die that day in Nibelheim when they all fell? It's true. Sometimes I can't figure out who I am. I'm like, dude, you're in your 20s. Nobody can when they're in their 20s. What am I taking it for? What, my grain of salt? I mean, I'm filing it away to remember if I ever play Final Fantasy X. It's your opinion that counts, Tifa. I'm the same Cloud you grew up with, aren't I? Tifa, out with it. We are literally standing in flames. Oh, I guess this is all an illusion anyway. The ability to change one's looks, voice, and words is the power of Jenova. Inside of you, Jenova has merged with Tifa's memories, creating you. What? So Cloud really didn't exist back then? Please, don't think right now. Okay. Okay, wait, and Sphere Grid, the 12 job boards and the 13, this is all Greek to me. I just don't get the Final Fantasy X love, but it's fine if people love it. But you didn't get into Final Fantasy IX, so I think to answer your question 10 minutes ago, I think my favorite is 9. That's kind of what I assumed. If you put all those hours into it, you and Jordachi, you'll get along. I love this laugh. No, stop. Stop. Give me a sec. Ah, yes, the truth. The picture. It's on this person, this dead person. So Cloud never existed at all. Like, he never grew up with Tifa. There he is. Zach. I don't feel like I've picked up on that before. I feel like... Oh, he was only 16? Oh my gosh. He was a child. I mean, he's still a child. No, he was there. Because I remember... Oh, I'm confused. Let's go, Tifa. I'm all right. Ah, yes. Oh, we're coming up on the weapons. They're just gonna be like charging around all over the place. This music was like ground into my brain because this is the same music that plays in that place at the very end of the game in the crater where you can level the heck out of your materia. Oh yeah. I've only done that one time. It was a blast. It was so much fun. Isn't it splendid? Splendid. I should use that word more often. Big old eyes gonna open up right there. Boop. Surprise! Oh, we have to fight that big old thing. They appear when the planet is in danger and destroy everything. Was Cloud in Soldier? No, I don't think he was. I think Cloud never made it to Soldier, and he was too embarrassed to admit it. And he never came back. No, I'm sorry. He did come home to Nibelheim, but he wasn't who he thought he was. He was like one of the guards on the side, right? I remember that scene. Because he was like, I was there, but not in the way I've always told everybody. Oh, snap. What the? Because she goes into his memory, like, he has a mental breakdown. She goes into his memory and they piece it all back together. And he really did exist. Can we change Stixel's name to Rufus? No. We cannot. First of all, Stixel's a girl. And Rufus is not a very girly sounding name. Like some can be kind of like unisex. That one is not. Cannot be. In my head anyway. Everyone's waiting. Cloud's in trouble. Please come help us. What? That's not Tifa. Oh, Genova's cells can make you chant. Got it. Got it, Sephiroth. Play dirty. Let's speed this up. This is all so far-fetched. This would not happen. Even in this type of world, this would not happen. Don't know. This place is gonna get rough. Leave things to you? I don't know what you mean. Where everything begins and ends. I'm here! I'm here to help you, Cloud! Nobody can help me. What? Oh, I was gonna say, can I move? Can I move around? Where am I going? What is happening? He's basically like, give me the black materia, buddy. I'm gonna need it. I think it's safe to say that when Cloud says he's okay, he is not. Please wait just a little longer. Yeah, this is where he like totally loses his mind. Does Rufusia sound more feminine? What? I don't even know how to pronounce that. Rufusia? Rufusia. No. Whew, just gotta chill. I never lived up to being Cloud. Because there was something that happened with Cloud when he was a kid. He and Tifa went to Mount Nibelheim together. And they fell. Did Cloud die that day? I don't have a number. Give me a number. Shut up, miserable failure. Who was that? He's a Sephiroth clone I created after the real Sephiroth died 5 years ago. Genova cells and Mako, with my knowledge and skills, have been combined with science and nature to bring him to life. Wait. Sephiroth died? Oh, Cloud killed him! Wow, I'm so confused. Like I said, every single time I play this, I'm always like, yes, but he was, but what? It'll all come together. Can I move around? Sephiroth is not just content to diffuse his will into the life stream. He wants to manipulate the clones himself. That's how it got started. What? The one thing I did know was that Sephiroth was at their final destination. It was being summoned by Sephiroth. All the anger and hatred I bore him made it impossible for me to ever forget him. That and what he gave me. What did he give you? Show yourself! Right now! Oh, I will, Mama, I will. Elsa, be who you are. Oh, yeah. Freaking Sephiroth's hanging out in that big ol'... So that's the real Sephiroth? Entombed in ice? Hojo's bananas. Mwah ha ha ha. A summoned meteor. All of us are gonna die. Rufus is super chill. Whatever I say now is too little too late. We must evacuate. You think? Well, that sucks. It is nice to be able to speed up these scenes. I have forgotten all of this. Like, I remember bits and pieces. I remember Sephiroth being in that big ice thing, but I don't remember Cloud giving him the black materia. I remember Weapon, but I don't remember most of this scene. Nope, can't speed that up. Oh, this is when we get the high wind, right? Love you. Okay, which one's that one? Is that one the one that's in the water? What is that? Emerald weapon? This is the one that walks around. Can you imagine seeing these beasts coming out of the plant? Is that Ruby? Wow. Oh no, that's Ultima? Everybody get down! Oh yeah, there are a bunch of them. No, that's Ruby. Okay. I was like, that guy doesn't look very Ruby. Hey, it's Michael! How are you, Michael? How are you doing tonight? We just released all the weapons into the world, and now they are going to destroy everything. Last expansion for 14 had the weapon bosses. Ooh, nice. Speed this up. Cloud, Cloud. Oh. Bye, buddy. I hope you find your dad. Okay, all right. Now we're actually gonna like get to the bottom of this. What's the matter? Okay, so she just found him at the train station? With a giant sword. Cool. Okay. There's his classic Cloud pose. Oh, I'm fine. Everything's cool. Or did he die in the... Oh, dang it! Let me write that down. I haven't done that yet. Did I write that down? No. Get on out of here. That's right. I'm Cloud. So she literally just found him at the train station. And so his Mako and Genova cells are like making him into what she thinks he is. Five years. I know we'll get to the bottom of this. We always do. But I swear, every time I play this, I'm always like, wait. You joined Soldier, but quit after the Sephiroth incident, and now you're a mercenary. So he did join Soldier. Something was wrong. I felt there was something strange about the things you talked about. All the things you didn't know that you should, and other things, and you shouldn't know that you did. I wanted to make sure, but then I heard you were going far away, and I didn't want that. That's why I told you about an avalanche job. Okay. Is this when he washes up on the shores of Gongaga? Gongaga? Wow. Oh no! We're stuck at Junon, aren't we? Oh, I forgot about that whole deal. Oh, and the weapon's coming? Oh man, I completely forgot. I think it is Gongaga. I think that's what it is. I'm hungry. Same, girl. Hey, why don't you ask? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're stuck in Junon. About him. Guess I shouldn't tell you not to worry. How do they know that? I'd like to sleep for 7 days. That sounds amazing. I have a quote written down somewhere that says, all I want to do is sleep. And Charlotte said, maybe you can do that when you're dead. Thanks, girl. Thank you. Yeah. Out of the mouths of babes. I actually took a recording. I took a recording of her while she was opening all her little Valentines. It was adorable. She was like, oh, this one's from Selena, my bestie. I was like, wow, you are so, looks at watch. How long until then? I know. I was like, thanks. Okay, cool. Sometimes I kind of sort of wish I could get like a really, like just a minor surgery so I can just be put under and just sleep for a long time. I know that's not really how anesthesia works. You don't feel rested after you get anesthesia. I want to know how everybody reacts to anesthesia. I cry. Oh, snap. I cry, and I've always wished I was one of those people that would give some really hilarious thing that Ander could record, but I am not that way. I cry and just cry. You've never had anesthesia? You never had your wisdom teeth out or anything? I guess sometimes they give you laughing gas so they don't put you completely under. Sephiroth's alter ego. Excuse me while I flip my hair. Yeah, I cry. Ander gets really excited. So I think if I were to get really drunk, I would cry. I think I'd be a sad drunk. Ander would be one of those extra friendly drunks. When you take all his inhibitions away, he gets really excited and happy. What did I cry about? Nothing. I can't remember. That's just it. I just wake up and I'm just sad. I'm just really, really sad. I do remember I got a cyst removed from my finger. I got a cyst removed from right here, like right where my finger like connects to my hand. I had like a pea-sized cyst. And I had that removed, and they actually didn't put me under completely. They just gave me the twilight where I was just really, really sleepy. And the reason I was the reason I cried after that one was because I had just had Twilight. But also because I love the way Barrett walks with his hands tied behind his back. Was because they kept pushing my surgery back. And, you know what, I better actually save, and I will probably need to sign off here in a little bit because it's 10:15 and I've got, it takes me a while to like wind down after streams, but, oh, Landers, you're allergic to anesthesia? Oh man, how do you get anything done if you're allergic to anesthesia? Whew. And Olaf has never had his wisdom teeth taken out. You lucky dog. Honestly, getting my wisdom teeth out wasn't so bad, but when I had my cyst removed, they pushed my surgery back like 4 hours. And so, you know, after you have, when you're about to have surgery, you can't eat anything. You're fasting. And I was so hungry and there was nothing I could do. And I was stuck in this room with my mom and I was so bitter and irritated. And they just kept coming in and going, okay, well, the doctor's running behind again, so we're going to have to push your surgery back another hour. And I was so angry. And so when I finally got out of recovery or got into recovery, I just burst into tears. I felt so sad. And I kept telling my mom, because I was so hungry, I kept telling my mom all I wanted, we passed an Olive Garden on the way there. And I kept saying, all I want is fettuccine Alfredo. That sounds like heaven. That's all I want. And when I woke up from surgery, or when I kind of came out of my Twilight, I was like, I don't even want fettuccine Alfredo anymore. I just want to go home. And my mom was like, why is my daughter almost hysterical? And the nurse said, oh, that's really common with young women. It's really common for young women to come out of anesthesia and cry. And then when I had my wisdom teeth out, I was just sad. I don't remember why I was sad. I was just really sad. And they put me completely under for that one. And when I woke up, Ander was so sweet. You know, he was like, okay, we're going to go get your meds. You just stay here in the car, okay? And I had all this stuff in my mouth. I just kept calling him baby. I was just so sad. I just wanted to cry and cry and cry. And I don't even really remember why. But apparently that's really common. I have a friend who fights her nurses when she comes off of anesthesia. The worst thing I've had is to get stitches on my head. Ooh, aggressive hide and seek game. They just stitched it up. Haven't had surgery? Wow. Well, I've had 2 C-sections, but they don't put you completely under for a C-section, which actually terrified me when I first found that out. I was horrified to hear that they don't actually put you under to cut you open and do straight up abdominal surgery. My C-sections were, my first one was unplanned. And then of course my second one was planned. So I was a little more prepared. I didn't feel a thing, but funny story. When you get all the drugs in your system after you have, I cry when I'm doing long division and have a remainder. Man, I haven't done long division in a long time. When they give you all the cocktail of drugs, because I had an epidural, but then they give you this cocktail of drugs to help you, you know, to make it so you can't feel anything from your waist down. My second C-section, I had a spinal block and they just went into it, did the spinal block and it was fine. But because I went in thinking I was going to deliver, you know, normally, they gave me an epidural and then they had to add a bunch of stuff to that. And it makes your whole entire body just almost like convulse uncontrollably. And so as they were wheeling me into the operating room, I was like, and they put this big, warm, heated blanket on me, which really helped. I mean, it felt like I was freezing cold, but I wasn't. And my anesthetist was great. She leaned down right in my ear and she said, you know those shakes that you're feeling? Don't fight them. Just let them happen. Oh no, no, it's fine. It'll be totally fine. Congratulations, by the way. That's very exciting. C-sections, I will be honest, it was great. I loved it. I mean, not that I have anything to compare it to, but it was great. Everybody did everything for me. I didn't have to do a dang thing. I didn't feel any pain. Hey, it's 7. Yep, we're talking about surgery. Hope your swim was good. Oh my gosh. So 7 and I have been we talked just a little bit. 7 is a member of the church like me. What? It's a small world. It's a small world. Yeah, so she was like, you know those shakes? Just let them happen. I was like, okay. Anyway, it was fine. It was great. And if she needs a C-section, I think I won't look inside her. Okay, so C-sections, you're not even allowed. They put this big tarp up. This big blue tarp. Like, obligatory blue tarp. You can't see anything, so don't worry. Awesome swim. Great. Yeah, you don't have to worry. Don't worry about it. You stay up here. Hold her hand. That's very exciting, though. I'm excited for you guys. I hope it happens for you. Kids are great, but they're exhausting. But they're great, but they're exhausting. It's like walking around with your heart outside your body. Multiply it if you have multiples. That's good. That's good. Yep. Yeah, no, they don't. No. But honestly, I thought it was great. And I actually had somebody that told me, oh, you had a C-section? Oh, I'm so sorry. I was like, why? It was amazing. Yes, the healing is a little more intense. And I was down for a little longer than I would have been if I hadn't had one. But I was like, dude, I didn't have to do anything. I didn't feel any labor pains. It was great. I didn't go into labor. It was fantastic. And my second one that was planned was even better because I just went in and we were like, hey, we're here to have a baby. And they were like, okay, cool. Let's come on back to your room. It was great. So I say, I thought it was awesome. So, I mean, yep. For me, I was like, I don't care because with my first one, you know, they were like, yeah, her heart rate's decelerating. We're kind of thinking about a C-section. And I was like, I have no strong feelings whatsoever. Just do whatever you have to do to get her out. So, you know, that was what it was. But this is probably talk that people don't want to know about. But they don't put you all the way under. So I've only been put all the way under for my tonsils and for my wisdom teeth. And I just cry when I come out of anesthesia. So Ander apparently got his wisdom teeth out. And when he woke up, the doctor, he was like, oh, that was it. And the doctor was like, yeah, you're done. Come on over this way. And Ander was like, okay. And he stood up out of the chair and immediately crumpled. And the doctor caught him and he goes, I love doing that to people. And I thought that was terrible. Yeah, no, I'm not an entertaining amnesia person. Or amnesia, wow. What's the word I'm thinking of? Oh my gosh. Not amnesia. Anesthetic. Yes. Anesthesia. Wow. Okay. Yeah, the doctor was very, very pleased with himself. And Ander said he actually went bowling the night after he got his wisdom teeth out. And he tried to eat a hamburger. And I was like, where was your mom? Like, why was she not like, you are to stay in bed? He was like 16. Anyway, I didn't get dry socket, you know, or anything like that, but I did cry a lot when I came out of anesthesia. I didn't cry when I came out of any of the drugs or anything from C-sections, though. I was mostly just kind of sleepy, kind of loopy, but I didn't feel like those same sad emotions. But like I said, that's common for women, apparently. I'm pretty sure I knew a person named Anesthesia in high school. I mean, who knows? Who knows? It's probably out there somewhere. I've heard people are naming their kids COVID. I've heard lots of interesting stories from old clients of mine that were nurses about kids' names. And when you're from Utah, like me, everybody has millions of kids. And so everybody has to come up with everybody, sound like Aunt Pearl. Everybody has to come up with lots and lots of different names. And so they get to a point where they start spelling them weird or coming up with interesting names. So I think there are YouTube videos called Mormon names, I think it is, or something. It's worth a watch. Because I think every single, if I can find it, I'll post it on the Discord. Every single name in that video is a real name. It's very funny. I wanted names that were unique, but not weird unique names. And so I picked Charlotte, and I was so happy about it. And then like, I don't know, 3 or 4 months after Charlotte was born, Princess Kate went and named her daughter Charlotte. And so all my clients came in, they were like, oh my isn't that so exciting? Now your daughter has the same name as a princess. And I was like, no, because now there are going to be tons of Charlottes. And yep, sure enough, there are 2 Charlottes in our church congregation. 3 Charlottes. No Audens, though. Haven't run into that. And I do feel slightly bad for Auden because people do mishear. And I'll say, her name's Auden. And they say, Auden? Yep. And then they go, oh, that's a nice name. But they're kind of like, what? At first. Somebody called her Uden once. I was like, what? It's spelled A-U-D-E-N. Do you call it Udi? No, it's Audi. Come on. Or Udum for autumn? No, come on. Elizabeth or Cameron. Those are great names. See, now, if you lived in Utah, you could spell Cameron K-A-M-Y-R-A-N. Cameron. And everybody would just accept it. I poke fun because there is truth to that, but I just don't really understand. I just say, if you're going to name your kid Cameron, then just name your kid Cameron. But that's just me. It doesn't, everybody else, it's fine. It's totally fine. It's kind of funny that way, but that's not to say that only happens in Utah either. So, oh, Elizabeth. So that's a discussion. Yeah, Seven's like, can confirm. Weird names over here in Utah. Yeah, I remember seeing a tweet that said, I want to name my daughter Liz. No, I want to name my daughter Lizard. So when her teachers eventually say, oh, is that short for Elizabeth? She can be like, no, it's short for Lizard. I thought that was very funny. Oh my gosh. It's hard. It's really hard naming kids. And honestly, when you start having to come up with a name for a kid, you realize how many people you don't like. And how many names have negative connotations to them. Like ex-boyfriends, ex-girlfriends, people you had to work with, weird things. Like, it can be hard, but just don't give your kid a name they're gonna hate, like Harry Butts or something. Like, come on. Let's be smart. I think I actually heard about somebody whose name was Harry Butts. I can't remember. My sister had a friend named Patrick Starr. No, Stars. I think it was Stars. But yeah, Utah is kind of notorious for coming up with wackadoo names. Not really sure why. I guess it is because there are lots and lots of kids. I don't really know, but I have no idea. I like the names. I like the names we picked, but see, everybody always thinks Ander is like Swedish or something because Ander, but it's really just the last half of Alexander. So everybody thinks oh, where's your husband from? He's from California. And he has actually more of a Texas twang accent than anything else. And he is coming up on his busy season. So Charlotte and I actually kind of got in an argument this morning because she was pitching such a fit and she was just being Kalulu. She was just being angry and just sassy. And I get it. She was tired. But I was like, it was just frustrating. I'm trying to get her ready to go to school, trying to get everybody out the door on time. I've got a baby I'm taking with me. So I kind of lost my temper a little bit. She lost her temper with me. I lost my temper with her. It wasn't crazy, but I was just like, girl, Papa's busy season is coming and he's not going to be here in the mornings to help. It's just going to be you and me. So we got to figure this out. But first,
Let's just hug. Hug it out.
But, and everything was fine, but I just had a moment where I was like, I do everything I can to get you prepped to wake up early for school, but I know waking up early sucks, but I was like, we have to do it. We have to do it. So what are we going to do to make it better? Anyway. All right. Well, it is 10:27 and I really should probably sign off. Tomorrow is Charlotte's fun run. Whatever that is. It's a run at school that we've apparently been doing a fundraiser for, or it's part of a fundraiser or something. It's 4:28 a.m. Is it 4:28 a.m. where you are, Landers? Breakfast time. Wow. That is crazy. Oh, you didn't actually confirm that. So maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I have definitely had people tune in at like 4:30 in the morning. Who was it that tuned in last time at 4:30 a.m.? I can't even remember who it was now. But there was somebody that was like, "Oh yeah, it's 4:30." It's 11:28 here, but I could go for some breakfast. I could always go for some breakfast. Yeah, Charlotte has this fun run tomorrow morning, and I'm supposed to go and watch her run around, I guess. I'm new to all this. This is my first child in school, and she didn't go to school last year for kindergarten because of the pandemic. So this is my first like foray into elementary school. So far, it's been pretty good, other than the fact that I can't keep my daughter in school for a full week due to holidays or whatever. She gets a 4-day weekend this weekend. 4 days, Friday and Monday. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with her, but I mean, that's cool. So when I found out she didn't have school this Friday, I was like, dude, I don't want to hear any complaining about going to school. You don't even have a full week this week, and you don't even have a full week next week. You got this. So long division is in your near future. Yes. And they've changed math. Why did they change math? They changed it. Now, I mean, Charlotte's not quite to the point, but my mom taught second grade for a long time, and she was like, oh yeah, they've changed the way they teach math completely now. And, I mean, they want students to be able to do it in their head, and I will be the first to admit that I cannot do math in my head. I am an aesthetician, not a mathematician. And why do I need to do math in my head? Even the teachers have these. Everybody has these. And honestly, I didn't learn to do math in my head because I hate math and because I'm too impatient for math. And so when my teachers were teaching me how to do math, I never remembered or took the time to figure out and memorize the steps. No, that's not true. I did memorize the steps. I never took the time to figure out why the steps worked. I was just like, okay, do that. Okay, cool. Yeah, got it. I'll just do that on all these questions. And Andrew was like, okay, but do you know why that works? I'm like, no, that's just what they told me to do. And he was like, well, there's your problem. You don't know why you're getting the answer you're getting. I'm like, nope, and I don't care. It's fine. Luckily, Andrew is really good at math. So they changed math. Math is Olaf's strong subject. That's great. See, they may have. Because Andrew, he's really good at math too, but I think once she starts bringing home that wackadoo math homework, he's gonna be, well, I don't know if any of you saw the Incredibles 2, but Mr. Incredible is like, you can't change math! He totally freaks out because Dash brings home math homework, and Mr. Incredible doesn't know how to do it. He's like, okay, well, first you need to do this, and Dash is like, this isn't how they teach it, Dad. This isn't how you do it. And he gets so angry. Granted, he's like horribly sleep deprived, but he's like, you can't just change math! And I agree. I think that's really unfair. How am I supposed to help my child with math when I learned a completely different way than they did, or than they are right now? Whatever. So I'm kind of worried about that. But you know what? I'm leaving math up to my husband because he can do that well, and I cannot. I am great at spelling, great at history, semi-okay at science. I can do all those other things. Math is math! Yes, that's what he says. He's like, math is math! They do it to sell textbooks. Really? They keep changing it up so they can sell textbooks? That's terrible. Ugh. We've talked a little bit about this in the Discord because basically Dad, who is student teaching now and stuff, so he doesn't tune in as often because he's busy, and that I'm happy that he's working. But we've talked a little bit about like the whole school system and public school and education and everything. And it really is just a huge hot mess. Alex is in education. J-Hops is in education. Both my parents were in education until they both retired. My dad taught college. My mom taught second grade. And my mom says all the same things basically Dad says, you know, that it's a crapshoot for teachers. It sucks. I don't know. I have mad respect for teachers because I grew up with teachers and I grew up like, I think we talked about this last time, like, you know, running through the halls at night at my mom's school and stuff. Like those were, I've got really great memories from that, but my mom went through a lot. My mom actually originally taught music and then they cut her program. And so she had to pick something else. So she went into 2nd grade and then she did that for a long time. You wanted to be a teacher, but you were scared away? Yeah. Yeah, you really have to do it because you are just straight up passionate about it. There's, I mean, unfortunately, our teachers are just not very well taken care of. Being a tutor would be great because then you can kind of set like your own hours, you know, your own way of doing things. And yeah, you'll probably deal with some annoying people, but ultimately it's kind of like your own thing and you can take people or not take people. And you don't have to take nearly as much crap. Not to mention, you probably mostly get business from people who actually want you and want your services, as opposed to teachers who just get crapped on by everybody because parents are just like, well, you're the teacher, so you're responsible, or it's your job. I don't know. And they just take you for granted because it's public education and your kid is in their class. You know what I mean? I don't know. Disc 3 tonight, and yes, 4:30 in Dublin. Oh, Landers, you're in Dublin? What are you doing up at 4:30? When does Disc 3 start? Because it's 10:30. I need to go to bed. Does Disc 3 start after the weapon thing? I can't do Disc. I cannot. Oh, there's an ad. Dang it. Gee, dang it. I will not sign off until after that ad. I don't remember when Disc 3 begins. Yeah, I think the precedent set by the pandemic with Zoom calls and things could be a good way to work from home and get clients. I totally agree. I think that would be great. And you know what? Well, Anders coming up on his really busy season, but he would do really well as a tutor as well. But his busy season is about to start and he is just going to be like freaking... and after Junon and it's Final Fantasy, it's addicting. Yes, this is true. I know. And I actually think, oh shoot, I'll write to Olaf and say, somebody write to Olaf. I will. Ads. Boo. I think I'm close enough to the end of this game. I mean, I think I still have, you know, obviously we still have a lot to do. We still got like the whole submarine thing and we've got to go to space. We've got a whole bunch of stuff going on. We got like lots of things. But I do think, sorry, I tried to give a shout out and be like, hey, I've got an ad coming in like 5 minutes. Oh. But I missed it that time. I'm really seriously thinking that after I finish this game, I will do Horizon Zero Dawn Forbidden West. First playthrough, obviously, because I had a great time doing that with Metroid Dread. But at the same time, I also really want to play the original one before I play the second one. So I don't know. I haven't really decided. But my birthday's next week. And so, oh, and I was talking about this at the beginning of the stream, but I'd really love to get that Lego set, that tall neck Lego set that I posted on the Discord earlier today. I'd love to do a build stream of that, like a while, take kind of a break from games and do like a Lego build for a while. That would be really cool. But I'd have to like completely change up my desk situation and I'd have to get a camera that goes over me and I'm not exactly sure how to do that. Yes, I do. I do know how to do that. But yeah, Lego created a tall neck with like a little alloy. I don't know exactly how much it costs, but I think I'm gonna need it. But I want to get the Forbidden West anyway, but I haven't really decided what I'm going to be streaming next because it's time for me to think about it, but I have so many different ideas. I'm not really sure. I can put a poll up on Discord, see what all of you guys think. I don't know, but I'll have to think on it a little bit more. Bezos needs his money. Well, yeah. Our world turns with advertising, unfortunately. I guess I don't really mind ads. No, they do. They bug me, honestly. They kind of bug me. Popinski! Wow, it is so good to see you! Dude, I've been hydrating all night. I've been eating spicy chips. Wow. Almost not family friendly there for a second. And it has been a time. I've been eating spicy, flamin' hot Cooler Ranch Doritos. And they are spicy, like heckin' spicy. I know, I just almost cussed. By accident. I do not cuss, but 8-bit cross stitch. How are you, Popinski? How's it going? I don't mind the ads, but I swear they pop up after I send a message and I miss the response. It's a conspiracy. I know, I did say the B word, but it was an accident. Again, I was trying to say 8-bit cross stitch. I think there's a clip of it, actually. Okay, so what did you said earlier? Yeah, I think the precedent set by the pandemic. Oh, wait, no. Was that the one that I was trying to, I think the precedent set by the pandemic with Zoom calls and things could be a good way to work from home and get clients. Was that the one that you didn't hear the answer to because the ad started? I was saying that's actually not a bad idea for my husband because my husband is he's super good with math. And that would be great for him during like his slow season, but his busy season is about to start and it's gonna get crazy. He is still taking Thursdays off, which I think is really beneficial. He's taking Thursdays off so I can continue to stream on Thursday afternoons. And he's giving me that one day because it's become clear that having at least one day I know he's gonna be around and be here is really, really beneficial for my mental health. Because with his schedule, my husband is a professional bass fishing guide. So he teaches people how to fish on about 10 to 11 lakes in the greater Austin, Texas area. And right around this time, like starting this Friday, things get out of control because everybody is coming for, you know, there's spring break coming up. The weather is warming up and it's really nice. We're kind of sort of like officially out of winter. People come for business trips and they want to go fishing, and he's got really great reviews because he's passionate about what he does and he's good at what he does. And so he's pretty sought after. But because he's a small business owner and he sets his own hours and stuff, his schedule is just kind of like, so I never know if he's going to be working one day or not. So even through his busy season, I will still be streaming on Thursdays. Thank heaven, because I do not want to give up my streams. Popinski as well. Life and all that jazz. Ain't that just the way? I'm glad to hear you're doing well. It's kind of a crazy time to be alive, so that makes me happy when people are doing well. That's good. I'm glad we're making it. I'm glad you guys are making it. My goal in streaming is to bring at least a sliver of positivity into at least one person's life, because this life sucks sometimes. Ander is a professional piscomancer? What is a piscomancer? Almost sounds obscene. He's loved fishing for bass ever since he was 3 years old. A tiny little 3-year-old. He just loves it. Loves it. That's the only sport we watch in this house. I say we, loosely. He watches Major League Fishing. It's a fish wizard. You're a fish wizard, Ander. Yeah, he pretty much is. He pretty much is. But it's about to get crazy, so I'm trying to gear myself up for that. However, this will be the first year he has his busy season with Charlotte being in school, which I think will be really helpful because last year we were just stuck together. And then of course with the pandemic and everything, last year I had Auden like right during his busy season. Oh man. And she'll be a year old in 3 weeks. So time flies, man. Seriously, when you have kids, Olaf, just remember, kids are the best, but time totally flies. So just love on them. Love on them as much as you can. That's what my doctor tells me every time I take my baby in to go get a checkup. He looks at her and he's always like, she looks great, everything's fine. And then he looks up at me and he goes, Mom, just love on her. And it almost makes me cry every single time because I think some people don't. And babies need to be loved. So just love on that baby. And then there's that song by that country music singer that says, you're gonna miss this. You're gonna want this back. Ugh. Every time that song comes on Pandora or something, I'm always like, turn it off! Ah! Because it always makes me cry, and it makes Ander cry too. It's bad. It's really bad. Because it's true. Suddenly, when like Charlotte's like 7, I'm like, oh gosh, I remember when she was Auden's age and like crawling around. I'll never get that back. But every age has its pros and cons, though. So every age is, it's all wonderful. But it's a challenge for sure. But I wish you guys the best of luck. I hope that I hope that bears fruit for you guys. Well, all right, now that I've chatted all your ears off for 15 minutes, I am finally going to sign off. I can talk to a wall in case you haven't noticed. Next stream will be Thursday afternoon. I will be reading chapter 12 of my novel at the beginning of the stream. Is that the same guy who's saying honky tonk badonka donk? I don't know. Now I have to look it up. 30 is a rough age for children. I mean, I hate to say this, but there is a reason all people used to have babies young. It's hard running around after a little kid when you're in your 30s. But you're gonna miss this. Trace Adkins. Okay, so who's saying honky tonk badonka donk? Not Trace Adkins, surely. Honky. Oh. So now it just says you're gonna miss. Now it just says you're gonna miss honky. Apparently I didn't select all my text. Okay. Honky tonk. Oh, there it is. It is! It's the same person! No! Oh no! That totally... No! I feel violated. See you later, Aardvark. Oh, that was so good. Oh man. I feel so betrayed. I feel so betrayed. Okay, I'll be back on Thursday. No, it's fine. It's totally fine. It's fine. Actually, that's hilarious. I can't wait to tell Ander. Did you know that the same person that's saying you're gonna miss this, saying honky ponk tonk badonka donk? I know. I can just see it right now. Oh, that puts a smile on my face. Okay, I'll be back on Thursday at noon. Maybe Doritos. I don't know. I don't even know if these even matter anymore. I'm not sure if people show up for them or what. I have no idea, but they are very, very spicy. Less than math. Less than elbow. Less than elbow. Look at my elbow. I have so many things. Seriously, if anybody has any idea for commands, please let me know. Join the Discord. Let me know. Because I am always down with making commands. If I can remember to do it. Because I just forget. I wrote it down, though. I wrote down Song of the Deep and Get Out of Her. I also wrote down Stuart Huff Penguin. Yeah, Little Boy Steals Penguin. Andrew will be so excited. But everybody enjoy the rest of your evening / morning for Landers, apparently, in Dublin. And just remember, this life is hard. And, oh, hey, it's Rumi! Oh, man. Oh, that's right. I do remember that laugh. Oh, man, Rumi got a stream done, and here I am, still having a chin wag with all you people. Just running my mouth off. How did your stream go? Shoot, I should have ended earlier and rated you. Dang. You know I can't shut up. I have 0 stamina. Well, like, this late at night, like, I totally get that. I totally get that. It's a good thing I have a baby that naps during the day, so I can actually, like, take a nap when she goes down for a nap. I don't know what I'm going to do when she only takes one nap during the day, because then I'm like, what do I even do with that nap? Do I sleep? Do I get stuff done? Do I do a stream? I don't know. It was good. We talked about Valentine's Day and your Valentine's breakfast. Yeah, Valentine's Day is not my fave, but that's okay. But I was going to say, remember, this life is hard. And so don't be the reason anybody else's life is harder, if you can help it. Try to spread positivity and be excellent. So I'm going to sign off, but see all y'all later, aardvarks. Less than math, less than elbow. like I said, feel free to join the Discord if you want to. It's a great place. We have a good time there. Very wholesome, family friendly, awesome place. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you for the hype train earlier. I don't know if I thanked you guys enough, but that was so exciting. That was very cool. Hype train earlier. We had all sorts of cool stuff, and we had dancing, chicken dances, all sorts of cool things. Thank you for the subscriptions and the gifts and the bits and everything. You guys are great. So I will see everybody back on Thursday. So I will see all of you then. Bye.